side. He's going to get nated down there. A little bit of damage on the head, but Mickey is fast on the flank. And Sai gets two massive frags there. Allows for his team to come in. Now Sai's going to be able to get the 4K.
Hello, everybody. How's your Saturday, Sunday, Friday, wherever you may be in the world going? If you guys were here just a couple hours ago, we did just see some really intense matches on the Critical Ops EU side of things for the main circuit. My name is Cool Mark, also known as Mark, joined by the wonderful Wadi. You guys probably saw him for quite a while in the EU side of things. But Wadi, you've been here for a lot longer than I have. What's been going on? How's your day been? What's what do we have to expect today for Critical Ops NA main tournament number 3 before we get into the final tournament?
I think it's going to be some more heart racing kind of action. I don't know if my heart can take it. I've been having so much this morning already. But
it was intense. I mean, just seeing those games. I was in the chat for a little bit for some of those games, and I was able to catch a little bit of it. Those were some really intense matches. We did see earlier today, we saw Reign versus Existence, as well as Elevate versus Saints to Angels. If you guys did not, or if you weren't able to actually go to those, do just a little quick recap verbally for you right now. Elevate versus Saints to Angels. Elevate, they were able to win it in a pretty dominant fashion, 13-4 on the map of Port, as well as 13-7 on the map of Grounded. So they were pretty easy to destruct their opposition there. On the other side of things, Reign and Existence, they put A-Master as well as Wadi through the ringer there. They had a lot of maps, all 3 maps going the distance there. And Reign, they took it 13-11 on Port. Existence, they took it 13-10 on Canals. And the last map was a little bit more one-sided on the side of Reign, but it was still 13-6 on Bureau. So, Wadi's had a long day today. And it's definitely been quite a bit of a journey to get here. But, we've seen a lot of these teams get through. We've seen some of these teams not get through. Violent GG, not seeing them here this week. And they've been 2-time grand finalists. So lots of storylines to cover here. But I think we do actually want to go over the format of the tournament a little bit before. And Wadi, I know he's an expert on this. So Wadi, if you want to just take it away in this segment.
Yep, for sure. But before we get started, just want to make sure we give a shout out to everyone that's involved. We have Gizer, we have Critical Ops League, and then of course we have our own team from Critical Force. So we're all of us make it happen, and as well as everyone that's watching, everyone that's playing in the games, and of course our amazing casters joining with me today, all throughout the day today. But yes, let's get into the format. Let's talk more about it so we can let anyone that is new know what is going on. So we are in the 3rd month of the main tournament number 3. We had July, we had August, we had 2 main tournaments over there. If you're not familiar of how it worked, people, all the players played in these qualifiers, and once you play in the qualifiers, once you get to the top 16, you advance to the main tournament, and that happened twice already. And then today we actually going to see the 3rd one that happened. This is going to be the last one. There's no more qualifiers for this season, and throughout all the main tournaments, they do get some surprises and points, and all the teams that have been playing, they get a set amount of points if they place top 8. So if they placed first place, they would get 25 points. Second place, they would get 18 points. Third would get 12. Fourth would get 8. And 5th to 8 would get 4 points. And basically, the 4 teams from each region that gets the most points will be able to qualify for the finals in October. So that is the event that they all have been working hard to get to, and of course the prizes will be more as well. So let's take a look at what it looks like over there. The prizes for the main tournaments I can cover really fast. First place, of course, is going to be 350. So tomorrow, when we find out who is going to be first place, they get 350 as well as 10 event cases and 1,400 in-game credits. Second place will leave with 150, 5 event cases and 1,400 credits. And third, fourth place will get 10 premium cases. And fifth to eighth place will all get 1,400 credits as well. Now, I talked about earlier, final tournament is where you want to be. So accumulative, the 4 teams that have the most points in all 3 different regions, 4 teams per region, will be able to go to these finals. First place would get $2,000, 20 event cases, or a unique Circuit Champion Season 1 weapon skin. We're going to actually take a look at that in just a second. I'm just going to finish up this prizing. Second place, we have $800, 10 event cases. Third place is $400 with 10 premium cases. Fourth place still leaves with $300 and 10 premium cases. So everyone that reaches to the final tournaments is going to leave with something. That's pretty amazing in my opinion. So let's take a look at that skin.
And here you go. Very, very nice skin. If you guys did see that a little bit earlier in the EU stream, I actually popped in a little bit and saw this, and it looks really nice. I'll say that. It's going to be very sick on your gun holster. So you guys, if you are aware, 1.19.0 update that the Critical Force team has been working hard on actually allows you to see your gun holster. So you can show this off. Whatever team wins this for each region will actually get this. So I think however many players that is, up to 7 players per team. And then there's 3 regions. So up to 21 players, right? Mm-hmm. However many players plus their reserves will all get the skin here. And it's very nice. I think maybe in the future we'll look to customize it per region. But right now, this is still a very, very nice skin. I really like the blue highlights. It covers the entire gun. So it's a very unique thing to kind of flex and show off in game if you are the winners here. And that's something that the champions of the circuit will actually be able to don on their own characters later on. Maybe we'll see in the future some gloves, but for right now, this skin will be the prize. And you can see Season 1 circuit on the back of the gun there. So Wadi, why can't we have this? That's the biggest question here. Why do the casters and the commentators, why do we not get this? Because, I'm jealous. I want this skin.
You have to be the one that wins this, right? You have to be the one that gets there.
Yeah, but that's why I'm commentating the game, right? If I were good at the game, I'd be playing it, of course. But that's why we're here chatting about the game, because we deemed that we are better at talking than we are at playing. But either way, this skin, to the point, this skin is a very nice skin, and the winners of this will have that. So only 21 players in the world. It's either 21 or 24. I think you can have up to 3 substitutes.
So total, 8 per team.
Total 8 per team. Up to 24 people in the world will have this, and that's it. This, like Wadi said previously, will be the rarest skin in the game because you can't buy it. No one could get it. We don't even get it because we didn't win the circuit, right? So it'll be up to the winners to disperse that whenever they are in game or flex that off. We'll see how long they kind of equip that for whenever they are in game. But we're gonna chat a little bit about the North American qualified teams, the teams that did make it through to the round of 16. And you can see on the screen a lot of familiar names: Team Elevate, Merciless, IFL, Hammers Esports, Arcane Knights, Bless. We'll talk a little bit about Bless later on. Xenocide, Team Absent Minded, CSPG Saints 2, Angels, Monkeys, Aphelion Esports, Dynamic Gaming, Inquisitive, Sector 7, and Viral Gaming. There's a lot of storylines here that we're going to touch on a little bit later in the stream. But these are just all the teams that were able to make it to the round of 16. And, we commend every team for making it here. It's not always the easiest to make it all the way through. And the teams really do have to put in quite a bit of effort to make it this far because, it goes in the best of ones early on. I think the round of 16 is also a best of one. So that means they can really not make any mistakes. We saw some of these matches actually go very close, 13-12. Some of these matches went. So, one mistake can cost these teams a lot because it's a best of one. So round of 16 is very tough. And then once you get to the quarterfinals, it's still also a best of one. So there's really not many places that you can have errors here. The semifinals and the grand finals are best of three, so there is a little bit more room to wiggle there. If you lose a map, you can still put that reverse sweep on here. But we're going to take a look at the brackets for the North American main tournament number 3. You'll see here a lot of teams, a lot of storylines here, and the one we do want to cover here is Hammers Esports actually getting taken down by Bless. So for the past couple main tournaments, Bless have been taken down by Hammers Esports time and time again. They've been denied in main tournament number 1, main tournament number 2 as well, but this time they were able to actually get their revenge on Hammers Esports 13-10, and you'll see them today, the first match. Bless versus IFL District, and nextly we'll see Merciless versus Genocide. But you can see here just the teams had to go through a lot. Those 13 zeros, they show a little bit of dominance there, but the 13-10s, 13-12s, 13-11s, those go down right to the wires. So these teams had to fight pretty hard to get to where they are right now. And Wadi, do you have anything to say about this?
No, not really. It's just I can't wait to see these new teams play, because I think we throughout the past 2 months we've been seeing the same teams playing. We saw I believe Elevate, we saw Hammers, we saw Saints to Angels, but we never really seen these other teams play. Bless IFL I believe was their last time. Merciless and Xenocide fairly they're not new teams, but they're more new to be in the semifinals for the circuit.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we've seen in the past, a couple teams tend to dominate the circuit, at least from what we've seen in the North American side. I think those being more on S2A, Hammers Esports, and Existence. So we will only see one of them. I think in the August main tournament, it was S2A versus IFL, and then the second semifinals was Hammers versus Existence. Right now, we only see IFL District. So 3 brand new teams here coming on into the semifinals. So it is going to be very interesting for us as well, because we haven't seen much from these teams. If you guys aren't aware, the quarterfinals and the round of 16 aren't actually streamed. So oftentimes we're getting this information a little bit later. And so we work with what we got. So we're going to be having some fun commentating some new names that we haven't seen that much. I think Bless, up and coming team, obviously they're dedicated to the game. They've played 3 main tournaments, and finally they're getting up here into the semifinals, a shot to take down IFL, which would be absolutely amazing for them. That would grant them so many points. And if you guys aren't aware of the points, I think Wadi actually talked about that a little bit already, but they've already guaranteed themselves 8 points here. If they win this match, guaranteeing themselves 18 points. So there's a lot on the line here, as well as some extra cash in the bank for them. But we'll actually jump into the standings, I think, for the NA side of the circuit here, just seeing which of these teams has been very dominant. And, well, you'll see here, we actually only see one of the teams that are playing today in the entire top 8. So Hammers Esports, 38 points. They've won quite a bit. They won the first main tournament, and they placed second in the second main tournament. So you'll see them there. Saints to Angels as well, taking home some big prize money as well as some points there. IFL making it top 3 with their 16 points.
Yep.
And then Team Absent Minded, Monkeys, Sector 7, and Inquisitive. You can see they are a little bit lower, 4, 4, 4, and 1 points respectively. Yeah. But I think a lot of these are due to certain roster changes and various things that might have come out there. So teams, as you all are aware, the more times you make a roster change, the more points you get taken away. So that is meant to decrease the amount of roster changes that are made. We do have substitutes up to 3, so those are the roster changes that can be made. But overall, you want to play with that squad of 5, build up that synergy, and that's what we're all about here, making Career Collapse a little bit more professional, a little bit more respected in the esports space. Obviously, we like to see these players playing. But, Wadi, what do you think, seeing Hammers Esports, seeing Saints to Angels and IFL up there, the only teams with triple-digit points, who do you think is going to break into that factor today? Because, IFL, they're at 16, but they have a chance to be upset by Bless.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, that's the thing. Like, it's very interesting what's going to happen, because whoever, if besides IFL, any of those 3 teams, if they were to take the win, that's a lot of points. That is 25 points to first place. So they could get into this finals. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, and do remember it's the top 4 from each region, right? So
Yeah.
one win could swoop it all away. So these teams, a lot on the line here. I think that, I mean, they're actually already here with with 3 of these teams guaranteeing themselves that 8 points already. They're
Yeah.
putting themselves up there pretty high in the brackets. So we shall see. I think it's one to tell the tale in the future, but this is going to be a pretty good barn burner of a match. What we're seeing here soon. So I think we're going to check out IFL and their players as well as their ratings on their side from the past. So you'll see here it's Mad, 928, Snoops, Jiren, Zume, Wave, Gloxy, as well as Trivial. So these are the players that IFL have been playing. You can see there the players that are playing the most: 928, Snoops, Zume, Mad as well. So Wave putting in those maps on their side. And well, before chat goes all crazy, all right, we are given what we're given as far as these names go. Wadi and I, we do try our hardest to make sure that you guys are seeing what's on the screen, but sometimes those players change their names. So we cannot always keep up to date with all the name changes. And so we see what we get in the beginning. But you'll see here, the rating is very high for Matt. He's been putting a lot of the effort there, 928 as well, 172 kills. That is a lot of kills over 10 maps, 17 kills per map. That is a very high amount of frags to have, putting against other pro players as well. So IFL really putting in the work here. But who are their competitors, right? I think that's something we're always interested in because, well, IFL, very known team. They have a lot of names on there that are pretty notable in the critical ops scene. But Bless, now Bless, they're a little bit of a different specimen.
Mm-hmm. Let's take a look.
Yeah, so you see here, Blessed, they just have a lower amount of maps played overall. And I mean, they just haven't gotten as far into the tournaments as IFL have. IFL, they've made it to the semifinals last circuit. So obviously you can see they'll be playing at least 2 more maps every time. And they just have a little bit more experience under their belt. But still, Blessed, they're wanting to make sure that they can actually, get on through this round very securely. So you can see there, it's Pride Day heroes, Sharp, Zakul, Pride, and Styx. Interesting, they have 2 Prides, Pride Day and Pride. So but either way, none of their players reaching that 1.0 rating yet. And you can see the amount of kills on there. None of them hitting 100 either. But that still does not put them out of the ringer here. IFL, a much more known team. But this is more of a David versus Goliath battle I would see coming out here because Bless, they have the surprise factor here. I think that's the main thing that's going for them. If we want to see Bless win, they're really going to have to come out with some very surprise strategies as well as catching IFL off guard. Bless have surely done the research. Surely they've watched IFL and how they play, and they can review those VODs. And IFL, they've just had more screen time. So Bless are probably more aware of how IFL play than IFL of how Bless play. So that's something to be aware of. IFL, they are the more known team, which also means that their strats could be revealed easier. So Bless, they got that surprise factor going for them. I think that's really the only way they win because the firepower on IFL is really strong. What about you, Wadi?
Yeah, definitely. I do want to also note that IFL's team is a new team that starting from last month, the main tournament from last month. So they were not part of IFL before. So this is very interesting to see. IFL should have that at least one more main tournament under the belts, but definitely look out for Bless because they did take down Hammers the third time's the charm, I guess. And we'll see what happens today.
Yeah, today you'll be seeing first Bless versus IFL, the 2 teams we've been talking about a lot. And I think, these teams are actually pretty much ready and waiting for us to get in. But I think we should cover the map vetoes pretty shortly. That's something that we'll definitely want to make sure that you guys are aware of. So you're fully understanding of what maps we're going to be talking about. So moving over to the map vetoes right now, you'll see on the screen, Bless, they're actually going to be picking the first ban. So on their side, you can see, we're just going to wait a quick second here to see how they're going to ban. And the first one they're going to ban is Bureau. IFL, since they have the second ban, they're going to take out Canals. And then Bless, they're going to pick out Port, which we've actually seen a couple times today already. And I do think on the next for the docket will be Grounded for the side of IFL. The band that will come out next is the side of Plaza for Bless, and map number 6 that is banned will be Raid, leaving us with the decider of Legacy. So Port, Grounded, and Legacy are going to be our matches for the first semifinals of the North America side of the main tournament. This will be surely very interesting. I don't think Port is chosen that frequently as a first map pick, but to date we'll see it a couple times actually, because we saw Port played already for the side on the EU side for Rain. They were able to take that one down. So, as well as Elevate. So 3 matches, 3 semifinals in a row. We'll see Port as map number 1. And I guess Port has just been coming to light for a lot of these players. Maybe they've had, some sort of calling to Port and gotten some more strategies on here. But I think the players, for the most part, are ready. Who do you think is going to take this one, Wadi? I mean, it is kind of a toss-up here, seeing that Bless is more of a new team, but IFL as well, like you said, those names are not necessarily endemic to the IFL roster, the IFL that we typically know. So, this one's kind of hard to determine. What do you think is going to be coming on here?
I don't know. I think it's IFL has experience, but Bless did take out Hammers. So I don't know. I'm gonna go for Blessed this time.
Blessed it is for Wadi, and I will go actually on the side of IFL. I don't think Blessed have what it takes. I think they kind of scraped by against Hammers this time. They barely won 13-10, whereas IFL, I mean, they won 13-3 against Saints 2 Angels. I think they have a pretty good case stacked against them. So we'll see whose prediction ends up being right. Will it be Wadi? Will it be Mark's prediction? Either way, I think we'll be hopping into game very shortly now and getting that overlay ready for you guys on the side of this match. So, ladies and gentlemen, on into the match pretty shortly, and I think this will be good for us. So let's get right on and rolling. I believe we are live. I'm not actually 100% sure.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Just one last minor technicality that we should be able to fix really soon. So keep in mind that it is a collaborative effort. This is all 10 players. This is me and Coolmark here, and getting everything coordinated and getting this match ready for you to watch. So please do get some time for the players for your entertainment here.
Yeah, everyone who's just spamming, why don't you start the game? Why don't you start the game? All right, everyone. We understand you're very passionate about Critical Ops and you want to see those matches start as soon as possible. We would love to see that too. However, there are sometimes some technical issues that we do have to deal with. Sometimes players are doing some things that we have to take care of as well. So we have to make sure everything is underlined before we move on further with all of our endeavors here. So a lot of stuff going on, and we're making sure it all goes down well. But who do you think will win, chat? Will it be Bless? Will it be IFL? We'll have to see here, because these teams, I mean, they're ready to put on a show for you guys, and as well, they're wanting to win out some of this prize pool for their own sake. So
okay,
either way, should be pretty good, and I think we'll be switching over.
Yep, we are ready. Starting right. Meow.
There we go. I think we're going to have that overlay enabled in game. I don't think we have it on the screen for you guys right now, but we will have it on very shortly for you, and just making sure that it's all good for you guys. So Here we go. I don't think it's enabled, Wadi, but we'll check it out in a second. So you'll see here, I think IFL, they're taking the bomb site onto the side of their breach side. And so you can see here, Jiren gonna be sure he has connector position sealed off with his team IFL. Just waiting. This is a very interesting 5 versus 5 retake. Very much going in the favor of IFL, though. Their post coming in very strong. You can see Snoops double kill Jiren as well. Gonna get that kill to finish off the round. So IFL, they close out that pistol round 1-0 in a very seamless fashion. And we'll see Bless here. Are they able to buy up? They're gonna just get some upgraded pistols, but IFL getting that bomb plant down as well. You can see their money is pretty good already for round number 2, and as long as they're able to convert, I mean, they have only one rifle on their side, 2 MPXs, 1 MP5, 1 Vector, and an SA-58. So IFL, this shouldn't pose a big problem for them. Bless only have a couple of pistols on their side, and you know, we'll be seeing some tag damage actually down to Mad, but they do get that bomb down already onto this bomb site once again. B hasn't been targeted just yet. So cool. Out of that, GSR just trying to see if he can get any frags here, but none just yet. 928 finds another frag, doubling up, and blocks to clean out another double kill as well. So everyone chiming in for the side of IFL, the SMGs as well, getting $600. So no kills coming out from Bless there, and that's really good for IFL. You can see Snoop's $5,000 on their side. If they choose to upgrade, obviously their economy will be a little bit different, but I think some of them are going for the bonus round. And if you guys aren't fully aware of what the bonus round means, that essentially means keeping your SMG into the next round when the other side has that full buy. So you can see Bless, they have 2 M4s, an SA-58, and FP6 on the pod. So close enough to a full buy, but once again, starting obliterated right there. Taken out, and Bless, they're having a really hard time holding down onto this A bomb site. Spit trying to get one frag and is able to answer back, but Mad and Snoops come back for 2 more in return. So now one is able to pick up that 1 frag, but it's a consolation frag. So 1 and 2 he sits at, and it's definitely not easy to clutch this one out here.
No.
You can see he has 17 HP. He does find another frag on a Gizer, and I think he's making this pretty costly, but still, I would be very surprised if IFL enable him anything more, and they deny him that. So 3-0 on the favor of IFL. They're starting out very strong here on the breach side of port. And I think in the top right, it's a little glitched. We have 2 of them. We are not in the grand finals, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the semifinals. I think we might have 2 overlays or something like that. It's a little weird, but there we go. We've gotten it fixed. Wadi's on the case. He's the broadcaster, and he knows what he's doing. So back into the action, ladies and gentlemen. IFL pretty much on a full buy. You can see here, very diverse set of guns across the board. Roxy get the frag here, and it's actually 2 frags. Spit and Pride able to get 2, so it's a 3 versus 2. But Bless, they don't have the weaponry in favor of themselves. IFL have it much favor for themselves, as well as the amount of players. It's a 3 versus 2, so they have control of the bomb as well. And if Heroes is able to get this FP6 kill on the Gizer, this would be incredible. But that goes down, and Gizer takes him out, and that hope is dashed. Bless can't pick up anything else, and IFL, they continue their rampage. 5-1 for Gloxy, 5-2 for Snoops. And Mad, he's going 4-1, 3-2, and 3-1. Heroes, unfortunately, not a frag yet, but there is time to turn this around. Only on to round number 5 right now, so lots of potential for Bless still. And you can see they have the weaponry that every coalition side would want. 4 AUGs, an M4, and COL. He's going to get tested here right now. AUG shots reveals his position. His location is known, and Gloxy shuts him out after those frags come out. So Pride is going to have to do a lot of work. He's calling for his rotation, calling for his team to send some backup right now. And you can see that he is going to come in, but not in time. Pride does get shut down, and this B bomb site is all for the taking. IFL, complete control. Going to get that bomb down on their favor. Spit, on the frag, but still, it's a 4 versus 3, and the bomb is planted for IFL. Their money is rolling right now. And you can see Spit trying to get anything he can, any bit of damage on the Med. He does actually get that frag on the Mad. The trade out, and double kill from him. Gizer as well answers back. So IFL seeing list takes of the bomb sites, and Bless has just not been able to hold anything down this game yet.
Wow, IFL just doing work. They're just rushing in and like it's their own house. Wow.
Yeah, this is pretty convincing for IFL at the current moment. I do believe IFL were the ones to actually pick grounded. So this is Bless pick. This is, you know, they're gonna have to win this one out. It is more so of a breach side, and not finally Bless, they get that opening frag in their favor, but Gizer answers back immediately. So that advantage snatched away from them. 928 finds that frag on the Sharp on the other side of the map. So slowly but surely weakens. COL gets caught. Oh no! You hate to see it. Does get caught on the railing. Derek Loxley shuts him out because of that mistake, and that's what you see happen at the top level of pros. If you make that mistake, you will get punished for it. This is probably one of the most even situations we've seen for Bless to take away their first round. Low HP on the Spit. Heroes as well. Has full armor, full health, but no utility. So IFL still have a frag grenade, still have a smoke grenade for their disposal. So this is going to be difficult for the side of Bless to retake this one. They have no clue where they might be. Heroes actually does spot out Loxley from the backside, but Jiren shuts down the Spit, and now it's all on the Heroes. Nothing he can do. Heroes KD is the same as the score in game, 0-6, and that's how Bless are feeling right now, 0-6. Unfortunate for them. Haven't been able to pick up a round yet. IFL, this is what we're talking about. The tenure on their team just enables them to have a level of confidence coming into any bomb site, swinging any angle, able to take these duels with confidence and shut down the defense from Bless. If I'm ZCOL, I am scared right there, and you know I can't be scared any longer because I'm dead. But either way, absolute obliteration. ZCOL doesn't see the light of day there, and Heroes as well shut down from the 8 bomb site. IFL, they are putting on an absolute masterpiece of how to play Critical Ops, but Sharp, he could shut them down. Doesn't choose to do that, though. Unable to find the extra frags. And so IFL, they pump the brakes just a little bit, trying to make sure they can clear up what they need. Jiren shooting his AUG might alert them of his position over towards that Coalition spawn area, but Pride is waiting from that mid position. Will Pride spawn anyone out? Trying to see if he can get anything done here. Pride is waiting from that 4th area. Has that M4, but unable to get anything done there. So now just Spit. Able to find 1 frag, but the bomb is going to get planted on B. And Mad is going to come in to support his teammate. So IFL, 7 rounds in a row. None from Bless. And IFL, they're making a statement here.
Wow. Heroes needs to step up in order for them to be the hero.
There you go, guys. Wadi with the dad jokes again. We love it. We got to add some flavor here. And I think Wadi is, he knows how to make dad jokes better than anyone else in any broadcast. So let's get some claps in the chat for Wadi, okay? He's adding some life to the commentary. But we'll see, can Bless add some life to their scoreline? It's looking a little bit dead right now. 0-7 for them. And I think Heroes is 007 right now. So he's James Bond, trying to see if he can use his silencer on his AUG to get a frag, sneaky beaky like. But he is defending the bomb site, so he's not going to be rushing out anywhere anytime soon, trying to go aggressive for the frags. IFL, on the other hand, they are going to be pushing as much as they can, trying to get some information. 928 does take a bit of damage early on in the round, but still, IFL, they've been able to pull back these rounds regardless of their situation. It is Mad, just pre-firing already. Spit takes a bit of damage there. It looked a little more intense than it actually was. And getting a pincer from so many angles there. Spit does get shot out. And once again, IFL, they're just taking these bomb sites so convincingly. Seems like Bless, they have foothold of it, but ZCOL, he's just going to get shot out. No, Sharp actually protects his teammate, and ZCOL through the box actually does get a frag, but that is the coolest thing that's happened to him so far this game. 0-8.
Wow.
IFL.
The way that IFL is playing, it's pretty crazy. Like, you see, as a player for Bless, you just see all these utility being thrown at you, or if you're peeking, you see all this gunfire coming at you. It's pretty intense if you're in their shoes right now. They seem to, yeah.
Bless, they really have to find a different strategy. They can't be sitting on the bomb sites. It hasn't been working for them whatsoever, so they might actually want to try and go aggressive. They might want to take the fight to IFL. Because on the Coalition side, you really have to focus in on holding your bomb sites. And if you can't do that, well, the strategy kind of crumbles a bit. So we'll see here ZCOL. He is going to be tested. There are so many players over towards this A-long position. Surely he's called this out to his teammates, and surely backup is on the way. But before he's able to get one, can he get the second? He does a good amount of damage onto Mad, but not getting the kill. So Pride finally comes in here, but not going to be able to block it. They've actually fallen back from it. And now a 3 versus 4. So Bless looking to take away their first round here in round number 9. Can they find any more opportunities for themselves? So Matt, I think he might be AFK, but he does get shot out from the back. Pride does shut him out, and Gizer now answers back with one more, but still, this is Bless's round to take. Sharp does spot a player, rushing on over, so they're gonna slow it down a bit. 34 seconds left on the clock here. IFL, they have to make sure they're taking their time wisely, and finally, I mean, you can see the HP favors both of them equally.
Yeah.
But with the time ticking down, Bless, they just have to hold, and 9-8, he gets taken down. Gizer is low. He finds the frag, but Pride is full HP. 10 seconds left on the clock. This is going to have to be a last-second bomb plant here. Gizer is going to be able to get this bomb down, but at the last second, oh, he's been spotted, and surely he spotted out Pride here. A 1 versus 1, 11-1, Gizer sits, and is he able to get the kill? Yes, he is! He keeps the clean slate going. IFL pull up by the skin of their teeth. He had 3 HP. Wow. Absolutely bonkers here from the side of IFL. Gizer 12-1, IFL 9-0. They are denying any bit of light, any bit of hope Bless may have in IFL. They are just absolutely destroying right now.
Yeah. It's crazy thinking about how they're doing on the breach side. Wait till they switch sides as defending.
Yeah, it's so cool. He's been flashed out right now, and he doesn't even know where the hit might be coming from. Smoke's already blocking his vision. He does find a frag. There's a good constellation, and I mean, that calls for his teammates there. You can see so many bullet spams, so much utility expended on this long area. And 9-8 actually takes a headshot to the face. Not a kill, but still very, very wounded. And this is going to allow Bless some breathing room. But we just did see IFL pull back a 2 versus 4. So don't count them out of anything right now, even if they're down, even if it was a 2 versus 5. Now we come back here. Roxy is going to get shut down here, and the trade's coming in favor of IFL. A 2 versus 3 now, actually. Mad does finally get shut down, and Gizer and 9-8 are very low. So Bless have finally a good opportunity here to close, but nothing is for certain when you're talking about IFL. They are a team to be reckoned with, and finally one gets shut out. 9-8, does he find another frag here? He has 23 HP, and that should be a frag onto his right side. Does finally get taken out, and Bless finally they're able to pick up their first round, but the money not good at all for their side. IFL, they are rolling in cash. So many of their players have over $5,000, and Bless, they are scraping by the bank accounts. They have very little money in the reserves. You can see there. Heroes $200, Pride 0, Spit 200, and well, it's just not looking good. Bless, they really need to get these last 2 rounds in a row if they want to fight for their spots here. IFL, I mean, if it's an 11-1 half, I would say it's a GG instantly. 9 rounds already on the breach side is something to be reckoned with. So we'll see here, how do they want to approach any of these next couple rounds. They have a lot of room to work with, and see, here's the cool. He's actually, flanking all the way in the backside, but they are watching for this flank. They are fully aware of it, and he's going to spot one out. He is able to get the kill on the Glock. See, the trade doesn't come through, and Snoop's actually taking out quite low. This is falling all apart for IFL here. Them sitting over towards mid might be their demise. Snoop's, Gizer, so low as well, and Sharp could be the one to take them out. 9-8 does find a frag there, and actually lots of damage done. 9-8, this is still possible for IFL. It is a 1 versus 2, and it is against 2 Augs, but 9-8, he's been known to do some stuff here. Cool though, their top fragger, and he's able to take them out. 9-9, he sits, and finally Blessed to get another round here. Round number 2 for them. If they can pull back this 3rd round on the Coalition side, that might be something to be reckoned with.
Yeah, they definitely need this 1 extra round before the switch of the teams. Definitely would help them, but man, IFL showing up.
Showing up indeed, and right now they're showing up to the A-bomb site. Gizer, he just enters right on, and he gets the double entry frags. Ladies and gentlemen, he is putting on a masterclass how to entry frag, if you want to learn how to entry frag like a pro, but if you want to learn how to trade frag like a pro, watch Bless. They come back with 3 instant kills. Gloxy and Gizer left alone on this A bomb site, left to defend it. Pride sneaks around the corner right now. Gloxy doesn't come out. Pride reveals his position, and Gloxy takes him down. Because of it, he gets the double kill too. What is happening in this round? 3 frags in favor of IFL right after the 3 frags from Bless. And we'll see these teams changing now. It is an incredible, intense matchup as these last 2 rounds come to a close. But we will see. Can IFL close this one out in a dominant fashion? It is looking like that right now. Gizer is 18-3. IFL, what does their team look like right now? They are on the scoreboard at least very hot to the trot. Gloxy as well, 12-7. Snoop's 10-9. And you'll see Heroes still only 1 frag. So IFL, they're trying to maintain this composure over towards A long, and those players so dead, so obliterated, and they're just tearing apart Bless. This breach side attack is getting absolutely obliterated. Pride does get a frag there, but it is a 2 versus 1, and IFL, I think they've secured their map win here, 11-2. This is tough for Bless. They didn't even get that bomb plant down, so they can't really force buy anything into this one. They should be force buying, but there's not really much they can buy. So only revs, you'll see 1 GSR and a couple flashbangs, but that's really all that's in the warehouse here for Bless. So IFL, I think they should be able to take this map pick of Port, and we'll move to their map pick rounded next. So we'll see. I think IFL, they've proven themselves a worthy contender for the grand finals already here. Nice way he takes down COL early on in the round. Heroes does find a frag on Matt, a very nice crisp headshot there. That's gonna get pushed out there from Snoops, and does find 3 frags, racking up money in the bank account. 12-2, and yeah, this is all but over, I would say.
Yeah, I don't. It's very hard to come back from 12-2.
They'd have to win 11 rounds in a row. I don't think I've ever seen any team win 11 rounds in a row.
And no mistakes. No mistakes at all. Wow.
Yeah, it's not easy at all for them to do this. So I will commend them if they can, but I think they're going to just try and pad their stats at this point. Bless already getting tagged down a little bit for damage at least. Mad does find some damage, but Spit does him 1 better. He finds a frag on Gloxy. Mad does reveal his position, but that's crucial information gained. And IFL, they're actually crumbling a bit. Just 2 SMGs left. The M4 dropped from IFL. So bomb is going to make its way over towards the B area. And Gizer has that P90. Very bright, very shiny for us. But will that gain him a round? I don't think so. I think Bless have bought themselves 1 more round as they make their way on into this B bomb site. Bomb will get planted, and that's some extra bit of money for themselves as well.
Bomb has been planted.
Yeah, all of Team Bless actually all had AKs versus the SMGs on IFL. So,
yeah, I think there is a world where IFL lose a couple rounds and it starts becoming a little more possible for Bless, but I don't think that world is near to us. I think once IFL get their hands on full guns, it's might be over for the side of Bless.
I mean, unless they were magically blessed to win all perfect rounds. So
Breach wins.
hey, you never know. Miracles can happen.
I'm gonna stay silent now. And we even have our mods in game and in Discord telling Wadi about these jokes. What do you guys think about these jokes? YouTube chat. Let us know. Maybe we can vote on if Wadi should continue making these jokes or not.
I don't know if it's a continuing factor or not. It just comes out.
He has no control over it. We need to call a doctor, guys. This is urgent. We need to make sure he's not able to do this any further. But in all seriousness, here we'll see here Bless. They put a 3rd round under their belt, and Matt actually does quite a bit of damage, but he's able to put that right back on the Spit, down to less than 10 HP. His Spit, and that's what the power of the SA-58 does. So much damage already. And 928, does he spot out that player? I think he does spot out Pride.
I think he saw him.
Yeah, I think he does. And Sharp as well, low now. This is not looking good for Bless as they have a low amount of HP. Spit finally does get taken down. And, well, Bless, surely you're not going to expect Snoop's position. He has a very good off angle right now. And
well, we'll see. 30 seconds, pretty much.
yeah, every team's at a standstill right now. So, I don't know. Maybe we can talk about some other stuff. How do you see the world of carrots progressing?
Did you say carrots?
I did say carrots, yeah. I don't know. Carrots don't really matter right now because I think IFL, they've closed it out here. Last player is here, he's taken out of the round. 13-3. Bless unable to get anything done on map number 1. And you'll see there just an absolute dominant performance from the side of IFL. 21-5 sits their frags. So for Jiren. So this is, yeah, a pretty good, solid showing from the side of IFL. I think, though, we're going to move on to the next map very shortly, which is actually that of Grounded, and that's IFL's pick. So, ladies and gentlemen, that will be very interesting to see. We'll see here. Can they come back? Can they make a little bit of a statement here? I think IFL, they've made it very clear that they are not here to play, but Bless, they want to make sure that they can actually get something done here. It's not always the easiest to get, you know, a presence made when you're brand new to the semifinals, but IFL is certainly not making it easy. We'll see what can Bless do. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, for map number 2, and we will be back pretty shortly. We will see you in a bit.
See you soon.
Pick up the phone.
high. He's going to get naded down there. A little bit of damage on him, but Pinky is fast on the flank. And Sai gets 2 massive frags there. Allows for his team to come in. Now Sai's going to be able to get the 4K.
Welcome back, everybody. We just saw a dominant performance from IFL on the map of Port, 13-3 in favor of IFL over that of Bless. So we'll see if Bless can make a comeback, but this is IFL's map pick. We're going to ground it. And I don't think this is very easy for them to make a statement on IFL's map pick, but we're going to check out the map videos just so you guys are fully aware of which maps were banned, which maps were picked. And so Bureau was banned first, Canals was banned second by Bless and IFL respectively. We just saw Port happen. Bless's map pick, but unfortunately they weren't able to get more than 3 rounds on the side of Port. Now we'll see grounded pick by IFL, and I think if we do go to Legacy, we will see map number 3. But that's if. And I think Bless are a long way from taking us to map number 3 right now. IFL look to cruise into the grand finals against one of their new opponents. But either way, Wadi, this has been a pretty quick match, I would say.
Yeah, I think definitely that was a pretty quick match. Unfortunately, yeah. I mean, that's the thing that we've been seeing. If there is a new team that has been getting to the semifinals, we see a lot of nerves actually from these teams, and I'm not sure if we'll see it the second semifinals, as they are more new to the circuit semifinals as well. But man, I think they just need to shake it off. And I mean, if they were able to do some work against Hammers earlier, they should be able to do some work as well towards IFL. And but I think to keep note, if we kind of think about what has happened in the matches before, I wanted to kind of recap on what, like, the winners of the first main tournament and the second main tournament. And I'm not sure if you recall of the teams that have made it there so far, but it would be nice to take a look at that before we get to this game. Let me see.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, get back to here. But yeah, just to recap, anyone that's new, the first main tournament we had, in the semifinals we had Hammers Esports and Saints 2 Angels battle it out, and we have Vanity and Elevate face each other, and eventually finals was Hammers and versus Elevate, and Hammers was able to take that one. The second main tournament we had Saints 2 Angels versus IFL. So talking about IFL, I mean, Saints 2 Angels did defeat IFL last time, so but Saints 2 Angels didn't show up to the semifinals this time. So it's really interesting to see. It's just a matter of the different maybe a different person that's joining, and maybe there is a different strategy. It's just really interesting. But just to finish up, Hammers, last time they were facing Existence, and then it was Hammers and Saints to Angels in the finals, and then we had Saints to Angels win last main tournament number 2. So interesting journey so far, and it comes down to this: like, any team today, they have a chance to, if they have the right amount of points, they could get that 4th spot to face Saints to Angels, Hammers in the finals. So yeah.
Yeah, and I think there's also potential to bump someone down, right? There's someone, there's a couple people who might actually, or a couple teams that might actually have the chance to get eliminated from the final tournament. So there is a lot on the line here, ladies and gentlemen. You can still win stuff for the main tournament, though, if you are part of that. There's a lot on stake, even if you don't get that far in the main tournament playoffs. You can still do stuff and get some points on that side of the spectrum. But either way, I think most of these teams are ready. We're just waiting for some confirmation from both of these teams, and then we should be able to go. But
Well, you have
overall,
confirmation.
we do it. There we go. We have our confirmation, and we're ready and waiting on into this game. So, who do you think will win? Is it Bless? Is it IFL? Can Bless make a comeback here on their Reach side for Grounded? We'll see here, but it is going to be a pretty hard A hit. You can see there are a couple players from the storage area, a couple over towards A mid, and we'll see. IFL, they're just getting taken down a little bit here. Really trying to do as much damage as he can, but Heroes does shut him down. It's a 3 versus 5, but Jiren answers back immediately. Snoops finds openings there, but he can't get the frag, and finally you can see AG2, he's coming for a substitution on the IFL side. They find a frag, and he finds some more players over towards Aim, and he does find Spit taken down, and now it's a 2 versus 2. Jiren knows one of the players is over towards that tower position. Else right now, it is a little bit of a fight that is tough for Sharp to win out. Sharp can't take it, so it's a cool 36 HP against AG2, and no, nothing can be done there. Jiren and AG2 come out for the very nice retake on their side. IFL, that is salt to the wound. And they're going to pick up that map number 1 and round number 1. So 12 rounds away. Each round matters, and we'll have to claw their way slowly back, but 12 rounds away nonetheless from claiming their second, or one of their grand final spots, their first grand final appearance, I believe.
Hey, but I like the start already compared to how we started last time. It's a lot more closer, a lot more like 2v3 kind of situations instead of the roll down.
Exactly. They did get that bomb plant too, so you can see their extra pistols coming out from their side on Bless. And well, it's a 4 versus 4, but all 4 weapons on the side of IFL are SA-58s. Whereas Sharp, you can see he has an AUG. He's picked that up, and that can be the factor here. He doesn't need that AUG. He just needs an MR96. Finds that frag. Gloxy, he felt that one to the face. He did not enjoy that. And AG2, can he find anything else? 928 as well over towards B Long, and he's going to have to do so much work. Surely he's hurting right now. Price, he's going to get shut down. Takes 2 to his face already right now, and AG2 is going to come in here for the trades as well. It is going to just be the last player. Spit, can he get anything done here? No, he cannot. 928 shuts him out.
Oh.
And that's going to be another round quickly on the side of IFL. Bless, they get a couple frags, it is respectable, but
And Heroes, he is the hero right now on
yeah,
his
he's
team.
3-2. He's been doing a little bit more already. So seeing him pick up and get a couple frags right now, that's a good sign. We'll see if he can continue this into the rest of the game. There's definitely some players that might fall off a little bit, but
hey, sometimes we have our bad days. Sometimes we have our bad games. So we can't always be perfect.
Exactly. So we'll see here who shows up from the side of Bless, who shows up from the side of IFL. Pretty tense showdown right now. As you can see here, Gloxy, he is going to be the first point of contact for Bless. Finds 1 frag. Can he get the second? He does get the second and third as well. And a fourth. No, it's actually stolen away by the side of Gizer, but still a very, very nice play there. Oh
Wow.
my goodness there. What a nice play from Gloxy.
Yeah.
Very nicely done.
Let's take a look. Oh, with the new pirate AK skin
There you go.
and the hot red. Nice.
Looking dapper with his accessories on his body there. Doesn't want to don a super cool pair of gloves, but you can see there on his back. And they see so many nades out. I think it might be an A hit again. Smoke does buy him some time though, so you gotta call for that rotate. It is Snoop playing over to the connection, so he can be early rotation, but he gets cut off. And so now the A defenders are all on their own from Gizer, though he doesn't need help. Gloxy is there with him, and they single-handedly, them as a duo, shut down the push there from Bless. 4-0, and this is looking reminiscent of the last game already. You said the first couple rounds were close, but IFL heard us, and they said, no way these aren't going to be close rounds. We're going to take them all the way for ourselves.
Wow. But definitely, I mean, I have got to say, it's just a different type of kind of play than last game. You know, they're putting up a fight, so hopefully they can get on the board right now.
Yeah, they're putting up the fight, but they have to get those rounds. So even if these rounds are close, they might all go the way of IFL, and that might be Bless's demise, unfortunately. So we'll see. Can Bless convert on these rounds? That's the key factor here. 928 spots one out. Hog hasn't rung true just yet, but AG2 has that M4, has a very nice skin as well. And he's seen that flash. Now he sees the bullet whizzes past his face, and he's waiting for them to peek out wide. He doesn't want to reveal himself yet. It's been a very patient game. 928 as well. He takes down Spit. Can he get the next frag here over towards B mid? The players might be right there. And he does get shut down, so AG2 left on his lonesome to defend B. He does have Snoop here waiting and ready for him, but AG2 does get a big amount of damage done. He does take down Heroes and Pride as well, taking out pretty low. So he's been holding down B long by himself for the longest time. Can he continue to lock it down and secure it?
They have B on lockdown. It's going to be very tough. Oh, but Sharp.
Yeah, Sharp does take down Gizer, and that might open up some possibility, but it still looks like they're gearing up over to the B side of 82. Mighty spot one out, but he reveals his position. He does somehow get that frag on the Pride, but this leaves Gloxy in a 1 versus 2. Still very, very doable. Surely he's hurt him. He knows that the player playing, but no, COL takes him down. And finally, they pick up their first round Bless.
Hey, I called it.
Yeah, they're making it a little bit closer now. They don't have to wait 9 rounds to get their first, so a little bit of a better showing here from Grounded. But you'll see Heroes 3 and 5, no player positive, but they're still able to net their first round. So as long as they keep those rounds coming up, that's what really matters for the squad on Bless. Massive amount of frags coming out here. Wait, can he get anything done? Yes, he gets 2 frags, and he can't follow it up. So COL does find another one. Trade returned, but Snoops is there, ready to frag out again. It's a 4 versus 2 now, and well, we'll see.
Okay, they're gonna push out. Oh.
Yeah, AG2 though, he gets a little bit too aggressive.
Yeah.
Until he finds the head of, when he finds the bullets of Sharp in his head. Snoops as well, way too aggressive. So now Gloxy, he's going to have to hold this down. Oh, he does get that frag, and the bomb, well,
so patient, just waiting over there.
Yeah, so patient. Well, the bomb is dropped over towards this this storage position, so Gloxy has full reign over this bomb right now. He's going to have to wait for Sharp to actually peek out, and Sharp reveals his position. Does take a little bit of chunk damage there, but 25 seconds left on the clock. Gizer does get shut down. He pulls out his knife at the wrong moment, and there's 22 seconds left. Is Gloxy going to rotate out yet? He hasn't moved from his spot, really. And I think he might be aware of the possibility that Sharp might have gone towards B. So now he makes his way on over towards Connector. Knows that A is not a chance anymore because the bomb has to get planted, and then he knows that the bomb is over towards the B bomb site. Gloxy, 6 and 4. He wants to move that tally up to 7 and 4 for himself, and he spots him out. Can he get that kill on the Sharp? And he does get the kill on the Sharp through the cart. And IFL, they pick up their 5th round here. A 1-on-1 clutch here from Gloxy.
Wow, 3 HP.
Yeah, 3 HP. That's the key here. He barely makes it out alive, but is able to get that defuse. Bless, though, they have money to buy because of that bomb plant. So we'll look to see if they can make an impact into this next round, round number 7 coming on through.
Hey, AKs all around, bless. Oh, this is gonna be different.
It is a very different push. It is going to be a very fast push, actually, from the side of Bless. And, well, only 2 defenders. That's Gloxy and Gizer. They've had a pretty good defense so far, but they're going to have to hold against something very different right now. They're calling for backup, and that backup is arriving. 928 coming in from that oil position. Snoops as well, very close and ready and waiting from Connector, but Gizer is shut down. And now Pride, he has to do a lot of damage. He can't get anything else done. 928 is going to re-smoke that entrance area, but the cool does take down Snoop. So it's a very hectic round on the side for IFL. They've lost 2 players already. They don't necessarily have full control of outside the bomb site. So Bless have room to work with, but that smoke is hindering their vision. So where will they choose to go from here? That's the real question.
Well, smokes are gone.
Yeah, definitely. Smoke's being gone allows IFL to actually peek on in, and there you go. You see AG2 gets that frag here onto Heroes. Sharp, though, was coming for that straight frag, and Gloxy playing that exact same position again. He swings out a little bit wide. He gets that first frag, and he cleans it up with the second.
Wow.
Absolute bliss from the side of Gloxy. Shows how it's done. Swings out a little bit. The nice tap, the nice swing. And he's able to get that nice little happy dance on in for himself as he closes out with 2 frags in that round.
So much patience on Gloxy. He just, if I was in that bomb site and I know that the whole team of Bless is outside, I would panic. But
yeah,
wow.
he's very calm, and the key thing is he doesn't swing forward, he swings to the left. So
yeah,
he knows that he doesn't want to get closer to them. He wants to just confuse them with where his positioning might be. So he swings out to the left and is able to get those 2 frags here. But Snoops, he's had a little bit of trouble playing over towards this A mid connector position. So
yeah,
he finds a little bit of damage, a little bit of connection on the Pride. But the nade doesn't connect anywhere else. So
yeah, he's trying to find the Snoop for his.
throws that smoke down, and he's going to slow down this A mid push just a little bit here. You would call it a push at all. It's more so a distraction. 928, he's going to have the real deal to contend with right now. I don't think they're going to throw any flashbangs right now. He's really finally coming on over B mid. 928, he's so under panic right now, but he is able to line up 3 frags. And in an instant, Bless, they're shut down. They answer back with 2 more, but still Snoop is on the flank already. And he's doing penetrating amounts of damage right now. Just shooting them through, but 3 frags answered back. Exactly like that, so quick. And now 30 seconds left on the clock. Bless, they really can't go towards that many places. They have 25 seconds. They could hightail it over towards A, but that leaves no time to clear out anything. Jiren sits on the back of the bomb site right now. Surely he knows of their whereabouts. Surely he's heard them right now, and he's calling for his rotate very quickly. He's playing the trigger discipline right now. Oh, he's waiting, and he picks the first one down. Jiren can't get anything else done. Heroes, though, has denied him enough time, and there's nothing he can do. Jiren plays that one to perfection, and Gloxy, he just cleans it up. So IFL 7-1 now, round number 9. This is absolute destruction from them. They're playing masterfully and showing how it's supposed to be done on the Coalition side.
Wow. Just speechless here.
These are very good battles. We'll see how do they progress, because Snoops, he's taking down pretty low, but that doesn't mean he can't get anything done here. He has a log in his hands, and he's been good at slowing them down, at least over towards A mid. You'll see Jiren right outside that oil position, waiting to see if they push on over towards connector, and Snoops, he's having to hold on for dear life here over towards tower. Possibly spots one out, but gets some damage onto Heroes. Does get taken down, though. So a 4 versus 5. Snoops has had a little bit of a rough game over towards A mid so far. Jiren, can he get anything done? Spots a couple players out over towards A mid. And off to try and just hold it for himself right now. 928 has backup from AG2, but that's only on the bomb site. So he's going to have to do a lot. He's going to have to hold B long and B mid preliminarily by himself. He knows that there's a couple players over towards B long, just trying to see if B mid is clear, but he hears them surely. Done some amount of damage on the spit. And AG2 now, he swings out wide, and 928 gets 2 frags. Gloxy as well takes down the lurker over towards that A mid position. And 928, surely he closes this one round out. Surely his teammate comes in. Gloxy finds the frag. Gonna be able to do some damage onto the bomb planter. Sharp can't get that bomb down safely at all right now. And he's gonna get pinched up from the side. Gloxy shuts him down once again. 14-4. He's having a lights out game right now in IFL. I mean, their team on the scoreboard, you can see 928, 13-5, AG2 7-4, and Gizer 6-5. Everyone's doing well. Snoop's not doing too hot, but he's had a lot of attention towards his way from A mid, and well, Blessed once again, or Blessed, none of them are positive in this map. So we're gonna try this B hit once again over towards B mid and B long area. 928 gonna be tasked with holding down B mid once again. Has some support over towards B long, so he's gonna be jiggling out here. But Snoops answers back. Those 2 players and 3 players do get taken down. AG2 as well answers back, and Spit. Nothing he can do. Not a single frag from the side of Bless. And while Wadi, you said these rounds were getting close, not anymore.
No.
Round number 11. IFL, they've turned it around. Yeah.
I think in the very beginning they kind of shook it up. They seems like they were starting to get some more confidence, and then now they're the momentum from IFL has, I really feel like, has gotten them just shook. They're just not really focusing right now.
Yeah, Blessed. I mean, there's just not much they can do. They've tried slow plays. They've tried using utility. They've tried rushes, and it's all been shut down by IFL. IFL have been really good at adapting to whatever play Blessed throws at them. So,
Yeah.
really, I would say more so on the side of IFL, they're just doing an extremely good job of holding these bomb sites.
Yeah.
Whereas Blessed, maybe they're not doing poorly, but IFL, they're just putting up a solid defense. So, let's see here. They've shown us their offense is very strong on the map before. Continue this defense here. Gloxy does find the frag. Cool though. Does get 1, and it's a 2-for-2 trade. So Sharp wants to make that in favor of his team, but he gets tagged down to 28 HP, and so does Spit. Actually, he loses all his health. Snoops doesn't take a bit of damage with that. And it's a cool.
Yeah, he has no idea. He's kind of worried to go out there.
Yeah, he has his teammate, but still 35 seconds left, and AG2, I think he has the read on this one as well. See, 928 going over towards B, but AG2, he's heard them right now, and he's gotten that nice shot on the Sharp. Now he just has to buy time. Zakul is ready and waiting, but he does not have an opportunity to plant the bomb yet. Takes down AG2, but 928 comes in for the return frag. So 10-1. IFL, if they pull 11 rounds, this will be one of the most destructive semifinals I have ever seen in my life. Even more so than the ones we saw earlier today.
Yeah. Wow.
And earlier today, we saw Elevate dismantle S2A. They beat S2A 13-4 and 13-7. Well, this map is looking to be very similar, 13-3. And IFL, if they can pull off 11, that would be good for them. Wait, does get taken down, so this is an opportunity for Blessed to actually find some openings here. 5 AKs on their side. Have they been able to get anything done, though, is a real question. Even with the main advantage, it seems IFL have been fruitful round after round.
It's like they're getting some frags, but they need to get the rounds. So it's
exactly that. And while Snoops, he's just slowing them down. 1 minute left on the clock right now. While Blessed have that main advantage, you can see there Gloxy is able to find another frag. Gizer answers back, and Gloxy through the smoke. 17-5, and Gizer answers back as well. 2 frags apiece for Gizer and Gloxy. 11-1, and I think this is all over and done. They're switching sides now. And so we'll have to see. They're going to switch out here, but it is going to be a bit rough for them. Not easy at all. In IFL, they offer 3 pairs or 3 sets of armor, a deagle on the side of Snoops and some utility for Jiren. So they're going for a very diverse setup here on the first round. Pretty typical from what we've seen of a pro team, and Spit trying to get some damage done. He's get a little bit on the Gloxy. Eventually does take him out though, so this is good signs for Bless. But Alpha to get that bomb plant down, and he's gonna get shut out 928 if he hangs around too long. Overstayed his welcome. Pride can't stay in that corner just yet. Pride it gets shut down, and it's a 3 versus 3 right now. Spit trying to get some damage done. He finds 2 frags, and finally Bless coming for the retake. A very succinct retake from them, and it's 2-11, and
has been defused.
still in favor of IFL though.
I was just gonna say, I saw the rotate, and I thought the rotate was really slow, but they took it slow and steady, and they retook that bomb site. Nice. Wow. Sharp carrying his team now, and Hero's not on the bottom frag anymore. So
No, he's definitely not, but I'd like to see some players from Bless at least positive. We haven't seen that in quite a while now, and start trying to make that a possibility here. 10 and 12. Jiren answers back though, so Pride does get shut out, and that lead, I don't think it goes exactly where he wants it to. IFL just storming their way on into this B-bomb site. 82 does find 2 frags with his SA-58. Cool, he gets shut out, so Spit, last man standing, does get some tag damage done here, but surely they're going to push him, and surely he does get taken out by Jiren. So 12-2, IFL looking for their spot in the grand finals tomorrow. Their first time being in the grand finals tomorrow, and if they continue to play like this, I think they might have placed number 1, and we'll see them in the final tournament. But that's if. It's a big if. So they still have to win their final tournament if they wanted to get this done. Heroes is going to be tasked with pulling down this B mid area, but he does get shut down. Doesn't tuck his head into just a EF. And Sharp somehow doesn't do that much damage to him. He does take down 928. And he's going to get eventually pressure from the side. But ZaCool and Jiren, or ZaCool and Pride, finally they come back for some frags, and IFL shut down once again. So
they're telling you, no, we're not done yet.
Not done yet, but I mean, they still would have to win 10 rounds in a row. And like we mentioned in the past, that is a very, very tough task to do, especially when you're playing up against the likes of IFL.
I know what you mean. And I mean, as much as it sounds pretty impossible, I'm still rooting for them.
You keep your hopes up, Waddy. I think Mark's prediction here will prevail ultimately.
Yeah, but, I just love seeing, oh no. I love seeing upsets if I can.
Yeah, I don't think IFL wanted an upset today. So they said we're gonna stick to the game plan. We're gonna get these 2 dubs very, very quickly now. And 928, I think he only has a pistol to his name. Nope, he finally picks up an AK. So has some weaponry. Is well equipped to take on any battle he wants. Heroes sits over towards that B mid position, watches B long, and Pride on the other side of the map watches over towards storage. So he might have gotten shot at, might have been spotted out just a bit, so he relocates over to the actual A site. With 40 seconds left on the clock, this is not an easy feat for them to do at all. They have to make sure they time this one perfectly. IFL.
Yeah, Bless needs to get ready. They need to rotate.
But IFL, they have to make sure that they can actually get onto this bomb site because time is running out. They only have 20 seconds to clear out the bomb site. So he can buy some time. He doesn't. That would be tremendous, but Pride, now the last person standing, does find a frag, but no more. And IFL, they're able to win it out 13-3 in their favor. And an absolute masterclass show in here from the side of IFL. 13-3, and yeah, that's something to be reckoned with.
Yeah, great job by IFL. Better luck next time, Bless. You did show up, but I think we'll see more of them in the
Coalition
future
wins.
for sure.
Yeah, I believe so too. Maybe they'll come back. I think the close match against Hammers shows it all, right? It wasn't the easiest for them, and by no means was this easy at all. They weren't able to pick up more than 6 rounds across all of their maps. So we'll see here. The victors of semifinal number 1 are IFL, and we'll be seeing them tomorrow in the grand finals. But until then, there's still another semifinals match coming up soon, and we're actually going to be doing a giveaway.
Yes.
Why do you want to talk about that?
For sure. Giveaway is going to happen right now. There's going to be a tweet that you want to look for. This should be out right now. You have a chance to win 50 Buccaneers cases if you are the lucky winner. So we're going to actually choose 3 lucky winners. You have to type in your IGN, exactly how it's spelled, and to the thread that we have for NA semifinals, and we have to have a hashtag. I'm gonna let you choose a word for the hashtag. What hashtag do they have to type in along with their IGN to have a chance to win these 50 Buccaneers cases?
I think we should do hashtag. Why not just hashtag critical ops? Make it fun and simple. Critical
Cool.
ops.
Sounds good. Hashtag critical ops. So find the thread, cops, COPS _ esports. Go ahead over there. There should be a post about the NA semifinals. Type in your IGN exactly how it is. Type hashtag critical ops, and you will enter for your chance of winning 50 Buccaneers cases, the new event that we have that's going on right now. So yeah, good luck to everybody. So
Good luck indeed. There's some cool skins in there. The MR96 Flintlock. I think that one looks pretty sexy if you haven't seen it yourself. But
Coalition
yeah,
wins.
there's some cool skins in there. Definitely go check out that giveaway on Twitter, and we'll still be here. Actually, we're taking, I think, a bit of an extended break here, as we will have our next semifinals number 2, which is Xenocide versus Merciless, coming up shortly. I think we'll have a 15-minute break coming up soon. So if you guys want to go, fill up your water, go get another snack, go out for like a short walk, do whatever you want to do. Play maybe a round of deathmatch, right, in Critical Ops. So whatever you want to do, if you're feeling inspired by these pros to go play some Critical Ops, go do that. We will be back in a short sec. And thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for watching map number 1 or match number 1. We'll have match number 2 for you shortly.
see you soon.
Pick up the phone. plafond.
outside. He's going to get nated down there. A little bit of damage on him, but Pinky is fast on the flank. And Sai gets 2 massive frags there. Allows for his team to come in. Now Sai's going to be able to get the 4K.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed your break. We are now back for semifinals number 2. I am Mark, known as Cool Mark, joined by Wadi today. If you guys have been around here for more than 3 minutes, you will have seen Wadi around for most of the day. He was here for the EU semifinals, all of the EU semifinals. He'll be here for the EU Grand Finals and the NA Grand Finals tomorrow. Wadi is just a beast with how much he does here. But so was IFL when they just ran over when they ran over Bless. So they just absolutely obliterated them 13-3 on both of those maps, Port and Grounded. And there was really not a lot of fight put up by Bless. They did the best they could, but not many rounds could go their way. Pretty easy to say blowout from the side of IFL. But we'll be moving on into this next matchup today, which is Xenocide versus Merciless, or Xeno, as we like to call him, versus Merc. So these two teams, I think, a little bit more known as far as Merciless. Maybe not Xeno as much, but Wadi, what do you think of these two teams? What do you have in store for this one? Yeah, exactly. I think Xeno have some very interesting player names. We'll kind of see. We'll go off of what we think best here. But we have Claw, we have Pop Tarts, we have Coat, Daylight, Clutch, Elko, Code, and Corrupt. And you can see there, Daylight. He's the one that's been playing the most there. 10 maps played, 156 kills. Clutch as well, 9 maps played. So they're the ones that are really consistent throughout the side of Xeno, but the other players, just kind of distributing themselves every game so often, here and there. So the ratings might not be as accurate because if they've only played one map like Pop Tarts or Code or Corrupt, it's probably not as accurate for maybe if they've played a lot of maps and they just had one really good performance or maybe one not as good performance. So, Claw as well doing it pretty good on their side, but I think Merciless show a very different stories. They are, a little bit more all over the board, whereas Merciless, if we look at them, they have only 5 players. And, they just been making sure that they can do everything here. You can see on their side, it's Sketchy, it's Envy, Agonized, it's Her, as well as Brave. So Her Baby seems like a very strange name to me. I'll just say it outright. It's kind of a weird name, but either way, you can see they just have more consistency with their players. And so, they've been able to play more maps together, have more synergy and understand each other and know how they like to play together as well. So we can see the kills there from Sketchy coming up top, 118. And when you have a couple players with that high of amount of kills, it shows that they have pretty good dedication to the game. But, we want to show you guys how the placement is like. Just going over this, a quick little review. We've shown you guys this already, but how does it actually look like for both of these teams? So Hammers Esports, they're going to take the cake at 38 points. Saints 2 Angels at 29. IFL at 16, and they just got another 18 for themselves. So they're going to boost themselves up to at least second place, I believe. So that's really good for them because they get 18 points for being in the grand finals, potentially 25, and they could take that first place spot. So IFL could move up 2 spots there. And you can see there the other teams 4, 4, 4, and 1. Team Absent-Minded, Monkeys, Sector 7, and Inquisitive. But we're going to do something a little more important here. We're going to talk about the map vetoes because that is what you guys want to see from us. Which maps are we going to be playing? Which maps are not going to be played? So, Merciless, they're going to be banning first, and they are going to choose to ban canals. And well, Xeno, they say, okay, you're going to ban canals. We're going to ban legacy. So Xeno ban legacy. Canals is gone as well. Merciless, though, so they pick Bureau. Bureau is a map we haven't seen as much today, but, we will be seeing that today with this semifinals. Plaza as well will be next, so another map we might not have seen as much. And then we'll see Port gone out of the map pool finally. I mean, finally a map or a match that doesn't start with Port once again. Grounded out, which leaves our last map to be Raid. So Raid, haven't seen that one played as often. We'll see how can they continue to innovate on Raid because that map is, I think, still has a lot of room to grow as far as strats go. So Bureau, Plaza, and Raid will be our 3 maps that we'll be seeing today. And ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this? This is a very, I think, classic map strat. I mean, more classic would be Bureau, Plaza, and Canals, I would say. But either way, I think this is still really good to start off on Bureau, and we can kind of see how will these teams progress on forward. It is going to be a very interesting matchup. I think Merciless have a bit of an advantage here when it just comes to firepower and how long they've stayed together and the consistency here. But what do you think, Wadi? Where do you think this one will be headed? Will it be a 2-0, a 2-1, and who will take the cake for this matchup? That's okay. That's okay. Wadi's a busy guy, guys. He's trying to make sure all the teams are ready and getting all the streams set up. I'm going to go ahead and say Merciless. I think Merciless got this one in the bag. Xena side, I think if they pull off some pretty amazing comeback or pull off some pretty amazing strats, then we might be able to see something cool happen there. But until that happens, I think Merciless have a good bit of advantage just from brand name, just from who's playing on their team going on their side. So we should be ready to get on this one shortly. It would be interesting actually to see the stats of which weapons are most used throughout the circuit. If we could get that, that'd be amazing. But I know that'd have to probably be a tool that is already integrated into the actual game. And that's probably not something that is currently available. So we will continue to look and see where we can improve the broadcast experience for you guys. But yeah, this has been definitely a fun semifinals day, to say the least. A couple close ones, couple easy sweeps, and we'll see, is this one going to be a sweep? I actually think we might take this to map number 3. I think it might happen. Merciless seem prepared, but I think Xenocide, they might pull off some pretty cool things, some clever and or tricky rounds from their end. So we might see map number 3 here, but no guarantees about that. We will for sure, though, see Bureau and Plaza at least. So either way, hopefully you are enjoying your day, your morning, your night, wherever you are in the world right now. Shout it out in the chat. Where are you located? Where are you watching from? We'd love to hear that out. It is a good thing to see where our viewers are from and what the experience is like where you guys are, and who do you think is actually going to win for this? Maybe if you have players on either of these teams that are from your respective country, that might make it a little bit better or more inclined for you at least to support that. So should be some good stuff ready and waiting, and I think we have the match ready to start. I think it's a 4v5 though, which is unfortunate for Xeno. Yeah, it's very interesting to see a team like Xeno with so many substitutes still only having 4 players. You'd think that at least one of those substitutes could play, but it seems like that wasn't the case, which is very strange. Why have so many substitutes if they can't replace your starter? But either way, they're going to be on the back end right now, 4 versus 5. not the most optimal viewing experience for us either, but we'll see how they can adapt to this one. And being on the back foot, they're probably going to try and play as slow as they can to buy time for their teammate to come back in. They're trying to wait and see maybe, hey, we can play slowly and allow some time to pass for our teammates to be able to join back in. But it is a pretty standard setup from Merciless here. Only one player watching over towards that intel area. That is Brave. And yeah, her baby spots out one and throws that flash over towards that mid position. But they just wait and they sit here. Her baby trying to get some damage done here, but nothing much. Pop-Tarts does find that frag there, and Claw is going to come into the box. But Agonize find the one and get anything else done. Not just yet. It is going to be that bomb possibly going down, but it's actually not. Daylight does get an extra frag, and so 2 players stay alive for the side of Merciless. And we'll see Xeno if they can actually get anything done here. It will be tough though for as far as it is a 4v5. It is very tough indeed. We'll see how they can adapt. Will they find a new way to innovate here? Pretty quiet across the map right now. Xeno just trying to prep for a push, as it looks like, towards B long. Couple players from Merciless just waiting over towards that mid position. You'll see Envy and Sketchy. But yeah, this is a pretty slow round. Maybe you'll see some action here on this B bomb site. It is going to be Agonize to get a frag. A nice little animation there. You can see the reload, but bomb does get planted, and Brave wants to find one frag there. Claw does from that B long area, but nothing can be done. So the baby will shut down Claw, and that will be the end of that round. So Merciless 2-0, looking to stack up as many rounds as they can until Xeno gets a sub into this game. To get that bomb plant, so we'll see. You can see 3 AKs and a U ratio on their side. Merciless, though they have more players, have inferior weaponry. So three SA-58s, but that can definitely do lots of damage on the side of Xeno. Brave only has an SMG though. That MP5 could pose a bit of problem if trying to combat at long range. So Brave just playing around pretty close here. Indeed he is. But we'll see. Is his braveness smartness? Because it might not pan out for him if he has to go against these AKs. Light just trying to spot any headshots there. Does find one head on that headshot angle, but no damage exchange from either of these sides yet. And it is 40 seconds left on the clock. So we'll see how do these teams want to progress further. You can see there's going to be Envy. Does get that frag, and I think Xenocide, they're trying to do as much damage as they can over towards B, but mid is going to be contested right now. We'll be seeing Envy actually does get taken down, and Pop-Tarts finds the U ratio on his back, and he's able to convert and connect here as well. Alco does find another frag on the Brave, so it's a 2 versus 3. Merciless seemingly falling apart here. Bomb site, and the bomb gonna try and make its way over towards B right now because 5 seconds left on the clock. But as long as he denies this bomb plant, he does, and he's gonna win the round here. Merciless at the last minute, at the last second, actually, Elko does get One frag there at the end, but Merciless still pick up the round, and that's a heartbreak for Xeno.
All right, I think everyone can hear me now.
Yeah, Wadi might have been muted there. Well,
They didn't hear my other joke about Brave being brave.
wonderful flash. Takes that flash and you know, puts it applying it to himself, but we'll see it here. Xeno playing the slow game once again. Merciless might want to just hold back and wait. They know that they can play these rounds pretty slowly. The baby does find frag there. So it's a 5 versus 3 Xeno. They slow it down, but they can't really do much. They haven't gone for a push together, really. They're just trying to see if Merciless will get overly aggressive or carelessly peek out right here. But it's not looking to be the case for Merciless. They had been tactical, and now they peek. They're peeking. They peek together. You can see Agonize there. Let's find a frag and Claw. Get the kill. Have some opportunity, but can't get anything done. So Brave does shut him down, and well, Merciless on their scoreboard, they are looking pretty happy, hot to trot at least on their side. NB 2-1, and I don't know about the rest of this team, but you can see finally they're Agonized 5-2, Brave 4-2, her baby 3-2. Whereas on the other side, it's, you know, no one going positive just yet. So there's a bit of a pain point for them, but MV can't find the frag just yet. Does manage to stay behind a little bit, but you'll see there, Sketchy does find 2 frags with the AUG, and it's left to Elko and Pop Tarts on the side of Xeno to try and get some frags here. MV is going to get baited out by those jiggle peaks, and Elko as well picks on her baby, so now it is going to be possible, but Sketchy finds his 3rd frag with the AUG on the round, and Elko revealing his position, and so Sketchy will swing out wide and get the frag. Merciless now 5-0 versus Xeno, and finally they have a player. I think that's Code joining in.
5 rounds before you could join. Hopefully they can turn this around.
Hopefully they can, and maybe having 5 players will actually change up their strat book. They really weren't going for rushes that much. But we'll see with Code joining in. Can they get anything done here? As it is finally a 5 versus 5. We'll see Sketchy watches over towards that mid area. Just throwing that nade to slow down any push that may be happening, but there is none at the current moment. Pop-Tarts trying to see if we can find any unsuspecting coalition members peeking out, but instead takes a frag to the face. So 61 HP left on him. Does take down Claw from Sketchy, and so this is going to be a pretty big brawl of a round here as Pop-Tarts does find another frag. It's a 5 or a 4 versus 3 now. Brave. Is he aware of the positioning? Pop-Tarts there over to the right side. Surely here's Elko now. He can't get the frag though, so now 2 versus 4. This seems a little bit dire here for Merciless. And he does find the frag with that AUG, but
Bomb has been planted.
what else can Envy do here? Let's shut one down over towards that long area, and maybe finally does get taken down by a Pop-Tart. So it is a 1 versus 2. Envy does take down 1. Can he go for this clutch right now? Which on for the clutch, and he does get the clutch.
Envy.
6-0 for Merciless, keeps the clean slate going.
Bomb has been defused.
And that is absolute morale booster for Merciless. After a round that looked like it should have gone to Xeno, they turn around and Merciless, they put another one on their bag, 6-0. That was one of the closest rounds we've seen though so far. So
Yeah.
having that 5th player back definitely does mean a lot for them. It is a pretty standard hold here. Stacking over towards B and Envy being that sole player over towards A site and Sketchy. Waiting for those flashlings to come out. Just trying to see if he can get any peeks out and spots a couple players over towards mid. Deals or relays that information to his teammates.
I've got to say, there's a lot of peeking going on in this game.
Yeah, they're very jittery, it seems.
Yeah.
Very apt to get some frags here, but not necessarily just wide swinging. It is more of those jiggle peaks coming out instead of wide swings. So we'll see if it works out in their favor. A couple players kind of coming into the vents area and Agonize, trying to see what anything done here. He's gonna get shot from the back, and Brave tries to get something done, but Envy, this will be a tough task to do a 1 versus 4, and he can't get anything done there. Daylight shuts him out, and they finally pick up their first round here. Xeno, round number 1, as we head into round number 8 of this matchup.
Scores are pretty good. No players are really in deficit.
Yeah, Pop Tart's actually 8-7, even
Yeah.
though Xeno's losing. That's very interesting to see how, much he's trying to drive the point home. Xeno is a force to be reckoned with, but still 5 rounds behind. That is something they'll have to make up with these next couple rounds. If they can get 5 in a row, that would turn it around as well, push the momentum in their favor. But Merciless, as it stands, are staying consistent as on the reach or on the coalition side. Cards pops out to get another frag, but a 1 versus 3, and you'll see there Envy throws that nade and gets a good amount of damage onto Daylight, does finish him off as well with the AUG. So Merciless, they have technically won this round, or won this half already with 7 rounds. The most Xeno can get is 5 now, but
Hey, I mean, if they can get at least 3 more rounds, should be pretty good going to the coalition side.
it would be pretty good if they could get 4 total on their breach side, but Merciless will try and deny that as much as they can. You'll see here, smoke's coming out, and they did try and actually do that crouch walk out over towards B-Long, but Brave shuts down Elko. No early peek coming from Xeno, and will he get tested again? Does get spotted out. And will he get the shot over to the right side? Tries to get something done here, but Pop-Tart's perfect jiggle peeks there. Absolutely takes out the sniper, and Sketchy can't get anything done. Agonized and Envy, they're getting shut out. Agonized, the last player now. 6 and 4 is gonna have to do so much work. The bomb gonna make its way on over towards this A site, and well, yeah, Agonized. Will he get shut out from the side? There's a big possibility given where Claw is sitting right now. And his position is now revealed, and well, his HP will get lowered. And well, actually, he gets
Bomb
2
has been
frags.
planted.
Wait just a minute. Claw and Pop-Tarts does get shut down, so Daylight and Code have an opportunity here, but they're all sitting over towards this Lab 1 position. So Agonized, I'm just trying to be going for the save at least. So maybe
I think he's just gonna try to get some players.
could be possible. Try and go for that fake defuse and bait in some shots here from the breach side, but not meant to be. So Xeno pick up their 2nd round, and that's looking convincing. If we see 2 more, I think Xeno have a case to be made on their coalition side.
see. Og's going around on Merciless. MP7? And Brave saving.
Yeah, this is a very interesting vibe. I'll have to say this is. I haven't seen this very frequently, but I guess their money is a bit low.
Yeah, first push into banana this time. Towards the other side.
Yeah, can her baby keep a hold of this A bomb site? Agonize does get shut down. Daylight now does get that headshot. And maybe this disjointed buy might not work out for the side of Merciless. Zeno look poised to be in a frag here, and they do get another one. Envy just gets shut out. Not even a headshot. And Brave now, 1 or 2 plays left. Crack that, not even left. And now just Sketchy has nothing he can do. And Zeno, they look very strong in that round. Even knocking the bomb plant, they still have money to buy. You can see code $8,600, Daylight as well, $7,900. So they're going to surely drop their teammate there. And get that frag on over for their side. Hopefully they can get 2 more rounds as they would wish to even it up. But now we'll see what they can do right now, because it's going to be a fast play on over towards the B area, and Merciless are not prepared for this whatsoever. You can see there, her baby, Agonized, Brave, all taken out so quickly. Sketchy now with Envy left, but surely they've heard Sketchy. Surely they know to go over towards his position, and he gets shut out. So Envy also going to try and get something done. He does actually manage to get 2 kills, so this is doable, but low HP, 22 HP to be frank. And we'll get shut out by Daylight. So Zeno coming to look alive finally. 4 rounds to their name as Merciless struggle on the latter half of their coalition side.
So what they did earlier with the waiting for their 5th teammates was pretty good. Pretty good thoughts of doing that, making sure their teammate had time to join, play it slow.
Yeah, it was a smart thing, because now you can see they're playing a little more quickly.
Yeah.
As far as the rounds are going, and Daylight trying to use their utility wisely, and the smokes just put some vision out here, but Pop-Tarts trying to get that Brave Trance run over. Can't get it done just yet. Sketchy is able to answer back, but does get straight out eventually. So Daylight now foraging on into this bomb site, and there's nothing that needs to be done because they're all dead. Envy, the last man standing. And this might be a 5 to 7 half. Zeno might have recovered very phenomenally. It was 4 rounds in a row to end the half, so let's get shut out from the side. And Zeno, yeah, they pick up 5 rounds. This is doable for them, and this is looking strong as the momentum rides in their favor coming into this second half. We'll see here what the buy looks like for the side of Merciless on this pistol round, because well, they're going to need some morale boost. It's not looking too hot for them as they've lost so many in a row. They still maintain the lead, but something's going to need to change on their side.
They got 3 armor, and then a Rev and a GSR. And Zeno, they have a Rev, and everybody else has armor. They don't need to get those Revs. They don't need to get those deals.
They don't at all, but this is a very interesting play. 5v5 retake. It's going to have to be Envy. Can't get anything done there from the side of Merciless. Just over towards the mid, but does get a bit of damage done on the Daylight. So Elko over towards Vent Hall, finding out. Takes Sketchy down. Oh, what a nice shot there. And you know they're kind of coming for this retake at 3 versus 3 now, as Cloth takes down Brave. To be the side of Merciless trying to find out their 8th round, but Claw is going to try and come in as fast as they can for this defuse, but Claw left in a 1 versus 1. Her baby does shut him out, and Merciless, they pick up their 8th round there. They pick up the pistol, and they get the bomb plant down too, which means money in the bank for them. They have the ability to buy into this coming round. We'll see quite possibly a couple rifles and mostly SMGs. You'll see every person has a different weapon on the side of Merciless. Whereas, they are confined to the pistols that they have bought and a couple of nades.
Very interesting choice of weapons. From what
Yeah,
I've
the
seen from
MPX.
team.
The MPX has not really been used that often, and the MP5 as well. Not as popular, but we'll see. I think they can be very effective here, and they can actually generate a lot of cash for them in the bank. So Merciless just running everyone over now. We'll get one frag, but Code somehow finds Brave. Now has an MPX, and Pop-Tart's coming in trying to get something done there, but nothing done. So Sketchy takes a good bit of damage, but Merciless, they pick up their 9th round now. As only 4 separate them from winning this first map and going to Plaza.
Yeah, they definitely shook it off after having those couple rounds go to Zeno there.
Yeah, and do remember Merciless did pick this map, so this is BRO the pick of Merciless, and we'll see how do they continue to move on forward. Not necessarily something we've seen all too much here. Elko can get any defense done. As the bag, the claw comes in for 2 as well. Code gets 2 more, and Sketchy trying to do as much as he can, but a 1 versus 4, a 1 versus 2 is not possible. So, they shut him out. In round number 16, here we come. This is getting closer and closer.
I spoke too soon. Wow.
Yeah, Pop-Tart's 17 and 14. Finally, they have some players positive. Daylight as well, seeing the day of light. Elko, 10 and 9. It is a very heavy push over towards Banana, but they're not going to go super fast. Lots of presence over Intel area. Looks like it might be a B hit, but Brave tries to come in, can't get anything done. Pop-Tart's out, and MV sits there and waits, but Pop-Tart's with 3 massive frags. Elko, what can he do with this birthday right now? He's able to find another, and her baby gets nothing. So Merciless off of that round with a couple rifles, a couple pistols upgraded. Can't do anything, no kills for themselves.
Pop-Tarts doing some work.
Yeah, 20 and 14, that's absolutely insane.
Wow.
This is a much closer game than we've seen in the past, so I'll take this one. Sketchy. Nice pink AK skin. Pop-Tarts opts for a more sophisticated tier 5 as Code encroaches over towards mid. Sees, might have heard a couple players over towards mid, so wants to check it out and make sure it's all clear, but Sketchy is ready and waiting, so Code be aware of this. 1 frag to his name, and 2 as well. Mows 2 of them down as Envy and Brave really not letting this here. Get shut down. Brave over towards the mid, and so Envy.
Deja vu.
Yeah, it doesn't even have the bomb though this time, and 1 versus 4.
Yeah.
Not looking too high as Envy does find a frag. The Pop-Tarts was engaged in a lot of action before already, so
They know where he is now though.
they do indeed.
You see Claw going behind.
Claw's making all the way rotation, but not necessarily as Envy does get shut out by Elko. So 1 round closer to tying it. This is very, very impressive from the side of Zeno to bounce back like this. Merciless, what are they going to try and do here as they push on forward through these smokes, actually? Smokes that actually were thrown down by them, some of them. So, rotation's coming on quick over towards the state side. You'll see Code trying to do the best he can to stop the push. Spots a couple players out. He tries to line them up, but he can't do anything more. Just a bit of damage. Elko, though, they're trying to do as much as they can, and they do absolutely that. close it out. And it is 9-9 now as we are all tied up. Zeno have the momentum. You can see Pop-Tarts 23-15. The highest player on Merciless is Sketchy at 15-15. So Zeno have the horsepower to take down Merciless as it seems now.
Yeah, especially on the coalition side. Defending here. Oh, he smoked too soon.
Yeah, Merciless, well, they answer back here. So Brave trying to get something done there. Does get a tag on the code, but Agonize does trade it out. So it's a 4 versus 2. And Elcom Claw trying to hold down the 4. But Merciless could go over towards the 8. So it's not an end possibility. Either way, they get the frags and they get the round. They regain their lead. Ooh. And, yeah, 10-9. This is getting feisty.
Nice. I love games like this. It started off with 4v5.
Yeah, somehow 4v5. That's very strange to me. But yeah, Zeno, they made it all the way back here as Elko is just trying to maintain this presence over towards this east side here, detract any intruders. Code does still have smoke down, so trying to see if he can find any tracers over towards the field area. Brave doesn't get touched. Agonized and see they're Brave does find a frag on the code. Yeah, Pop-Tarts just get that trade. So 4 versus 3. Zeno look to tie up the game here as it is possibly 10-10. They're just shutting out Merciless from these rounds, not even getting bomb plants down as Agonize can't get anything done. 10-10. This is looking like a struggle here for Merciless.
Wow. I didn't even want to make a sound. I didn't even want to breathe.
It is so intense. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. A push?
Does seem to be an A push here. We'll see how do these Intel players react. Elko, Daylight, Code's already backing up over towards A, but Pop-Tarts is playing this advanced position. Flashes, don't blind him just yet, but Claw does get shut down. So Zeno, they've rotated all of their players here. And Pop-Tarts finds 1, 2, 3. No, not 3, but a huge amount of damage done on the Agonize here as Brave does get shut down as well. You can see so much damage done, and Zeno, they look to take the lead here for the first time in the game. Envy, can he get anything done here? Surely he's been spotted out. Oh, the timing favors him. Did he see Code out? I think he saw Code. There might be one there, but he gets shot to the side. Daylight takes him out, and Zeno, 11-10. Finally, they take the lead, and they're 1 round away from match point here.
Wow. Definitely a turn of events.
Yeah, Code coming back and being their 5th player, that definitely helps them a ton when it comes to at least boosting the morale. I mean, looking at the scoreboard, it's you'll see that there's a lot that has benefited from it. Code 10-9. 10 frags is a lot of frags, guys. Pop-Tarts, he's gonna add to his tally at 3 versus 3 now as trades come in left and right. Code, Brave, and Envy, they are just shooting each other in the faces. Now, Agonized 13-15. Merciless have been very, very dry here on their breach side. Elko have been really good at holding mid. Finds 1 frag. Can he get the second here? Both Her Baby and Agonized will be rushing on in here. Elko can't get anything else done just yet, but that's opened up a lot of information here for the side of Zeno as they're both here on the B site. Agonize and her baby, they could go over towards the area, but Agonize, he reads it like a book. And Daylight now
They have
has
plenty
to
of time
clutch
to
this one
plant.
out. Yeah, has to clutch this out too, but might not know that the bomb is going to go over towards A. And her baby will plant out right in the open.
Bomb has been planted.
And the clutch is on. 1 versus 2. Merciless want to take us to 2 very close rounds here. As Agonize does get shut out. And I think her baby might have been spotted as well. Xeno, there's still a possibility here. Daylight, very doable to take down her baby.
Time's running out though.
Time is running low, and Daylight has to make a move here as I spotted her baby, but still. Not much that can be done, but oh, does he get the knife? No! No knife! Pulls out the knife, tries to go for that knife kill, and the game is all tied up. Oh
Wow.
my goodness. What a round. What's going on even?
I have no idea. Wow. This is amazing.
These are intense games. So intense.
A full push this time to orange.
All the way out here, Daylight doesn't see the light of day this round. Let's get dug a grave instead. Merciless back out over towards mid. Pop-Tart's still pushing out towards this banana position, and now Merciless, they could take the lead. They could regain it back in their favor, but Pop-Tarts is ready and waiting for anyone unsuspecting here. Does line up 3 massive frags! And can he get anything more of these 2 through the smoke? It's very tantalizing, very possible. Envy can't get anything done, but Elko shuts it out. And Pop-Tarts, those 3 frags.
Huge play by Pop-Tart.
Yeah, they didn't check it. They didn't check it, and that's what led to their demise. Merciless, unable to communicate that quick enough. As Pop-Tarts, I think at 31 frags. That is absolutely insane. So far ahead of anyone else in the server. Pop-Tarts just having a lights-out game right now. And this could be it for Merciless. They could be down a map. And Xeno, they could be coming back from the 4 versus 5. That'd be absolutely incredible for them. Sketchy doesn't want that to happen, though. As it does take down Daylight. It is Pop-Tarts still playing over towards Intel, but Pop-Tarts taken out. Merciless, they had the best chance they've had in most of their breach side. As you can see, Envy has full control of the A bomb site. Bomb still, though, trying to make its way out over towards B. And Code does take down Brave. So 4 versus 3 now. As Envy is able to find another frag here. It's a 3 versus 1 and Code can't do anything. We're going to every single round. Round number 25, the sacred round. We are 12-12, and it all comes down to this one. Merciless versus Unicide, map number 1. Who will take it out? This will be so close. Pop-Tarts 31 and 20.
Wow.
Yeah, it's absolutely not nuts. It's bonkers. So many Augs out from the side of Xeno. 3 Augs and 2 M4s. Money's a little bit lower on their side, but Merciless, they have lots more to buy. You can see all the nades, all the guns, all the armor for the side of Merciless as well.
Playing it slow this time.
And they definitely are playing it slow. They want to make sure they don't make any mistakes, play it very tactically.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Indeed, this is so slowly just moving up as a group, and now they've heard them. I think Xenocide, they're going to start rotating players on over. Right next to them. That is... Oh, actually, I think going to try and do as much damage as he can. Does find 1 frag, but trade out evenly now to a 4 versus 3. Oh, Elko does get 1 frag and tremendous amounts of damage. And I think Xeno, they've won this one out. Envy, the last player standing here for the side of Merciless. 65 HP. He'd have to be a 1 versus 4 clutch.
30 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, And Elko is already watching here. Not going to be able to do anything. Xena, they come back 13-12. What an incredible matchup, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we want to see from Criticlops. These are the heartbreakers of rounds. So close it gets, and so far they have to try. And Xeno, they are pulled at the end by Pop-Tarts. That is absolutely incredible. Yeah, that just shows how hard they had to play for these maps, ladies and gentlemen. 13-12. Xeno, they were down in a 4 versus 5 in the beginning, and they still are able to pull it back in a very, very close comeback here. As wow. Yeah, that's only map number 1, ladies and gentlemen. So we have map number 2, Plaza, up next. If it's this close, we might go to map number 3. And yeah, this is just absolutely incredible. We'll head over to a break really quick, and we'll see you guys shortly. Stay tuned and come back for map number 2 because it's going to be absolutely insane.
Definitely. See you soon.
Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone.
little bit of damage on him, but he's fast on the flank, and Sai gets 2 massive frags there, allows for his team to come in. Now Sai's gonna be able to get the 4K.
What an insane last match we just saw. What we just witnessed was Zeno versus Merciless. Zeno taking it over the top 13-12, even when they did have a 4 versus 5 for I think the first like 5 to 6 rounds. They had a first 5 rounds, they had 4 players only on their team, and they were still able to pull it back 13-12. On their map, or on Merciless's actually map pick. So Zeno, they could wipe this one 2-0 on Plaza, because Plaza is their map pick. So we'll see here. Will they be able to pin this one out? That was just a very intense game. So we're going to go and look at the map vetoes just one more time so you guys are aware. Canals was banned out by Merciless, and Legacy was banned out by Zeno. So we'll see. We just saw that intense match of Bureau picked out for Merciless, and then Zeno picking out Plaza as well. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. We'll see, raid if necessary. But, with how these matches are going, you can't ever tell who's going to win. It is pretty much a coin toss at this point with that last score. So not sure who's going to win this one out, given it is Zeno's pick. Merciless couldn't come back and do something special as well. So really, it's up in the air for everyone. I think it's on a couple key players to show up. If Pop-Tart shows up once again for Zeno, I think Zeno could pull this one over the line 2-0. But Envy also has to show up for the side of Merciless if they want to do anything. So it's a couple players to look out for, but either way, it's going to be an exciting match. Wadi, just what are your thoughts? What are your reactions to the last game?
It was a shock. I mean, we thought it was going to be a 4v5. I think we've seen 4v5s before on this circuit before, and I mean, in reality, we all don't want to see 4v5s for sure. But in what happens is there is connections issue sometimes. You have to remember that it's not the kind of landlines that you have on PC, right? On different devices. We are a game that is mobile, and you have these Wi-Fi connections, and sometimes the connection that you're at isn't the best. I mean, I've heard different stories where people have they're connected to Wi-Fi, or the Wi-Fi shuts off, they have to play on LTE or a different type of network. So I'm glad that they actually waited. They played everything really slow. Like you can see from the first 5 rounds, everyone was just at a standstill. I mean, if anything, they were maybe at the very last second, like the 30 seconds left, they would try to push just to do something. They were trying to save their money, and then they had their last player join, and 5 rounds. Wow, it's just that's all they needed, like to wait, and they took the win. So
well, and that this whole thing with having 4 versus 5, it'll actually be nice because in the 1.19.0 update, once this tournament's over, we'll be able to pause this match. We'll be able to say, hey, let's put a break on it, or maybe hey, let's make sure everyone's all ready and be able to restart it. So that's like a really great feature with the 1.19.0 update. So just a plug for Critical Force and the work they're doing there, but also a plug for our sponsors, Gizer, Critical Ops League, as well as Critical Force. Lots of cool stuff going on behind the scenes there. Just want to give a quick shout out. As well, we have a nice giveaway running. So if you want to go check it out on Twitter, it's just you go to cops_esports, and then you will type your in-game name in the reply, as well as hashtag Critical Ops. So it's super easy. Go to @cops_esports, reply with your in-game name as well as hashtag Critical Ops, and then you'll be entered to win 50 Buccaneer cases. There will be 3 winners there, and it'll be spectacular. There's some really cool skins in there. I would say the Flintlock for the MR96 is a very, very nice skin, and we'll see hopefully some of you rocking it out. I think also some of you guys saw earlier on, there was a really nice circuit winner skin as well. So that was something we wanted to feature off and just show you guys. If you did not see it, it is going to be on the screen right here, right now. So this is the brand new skin that will be for the season 1 circuit winners. If you do win, I love the orange and bright blue and white and black. There's so many colors there, and it just looks very, very it looks like it stands out a lot, which it does stand out a lot. So I think it's a really cool skin. Only 24 people in the entire game will be able to have that, and it will be on their accounts and their accounts only. So one of the rare skins in the game, we'll be seeing that one come through. But I'm not even sure. How long are we waiting for these teams? I think some of these teams should be ready for the most part to join on in, but
Yeah, I think we have one more person that's joining. Everyone else is pretty much ready, so the game should be going on. And again, I think we should, it's going to be a little bit of a wait. It's not going to be like a really long wait, but I mean, after that last match, I think the players do deserve just a few more minutes, right? I mean, just to take a little breather, think about what they're gonna do, because it's really important. What happens this next match is really important. Will Xeno take this one and kick Merciless out, or will Merciless take them to the last map? So, wow. Just
lots to think about, and I think Xeno, they want an early day, but Merciless, they're going to try and make their workday a little bit longer here. So we'll see if we get to map number 3 or not. I'm not sure, but I think, I'm not even sure what we even talk about at this point, because I think both of these teams have been hyped up quite a bit, and I think what's interesting to see is some of the buys that we saw in the last match. So there was a couple rounds on the coalition side. I believe it was for Merciless. They bought out some really weird, not weird guns, but some of their players had full on armor and rifles as well as utility, and some of them only had SMGs and armor. Some of them didn't have utility. So some of these disjointed buys, I think we noticed them, and we were thinking, what's the logic behind this? And I think, honestly, just going back to it, they wanted to scrap together whatever they could to get whatever worked. Oftentimes as well, the communication might not be there. So even if these players are playing in Discord, it's not as seamless as it might want to be, and just saying like, hey, how much money you have, and having all these players shout out their money and coordinating that might not be the easiest thing for them. So there's a lot of coordination that has to come around, a lot of communication behind the scenes. If you guys aren't aware, there is a lot of preparation that comes with these teams and how they want to play. But overall, I think it's really exciting to see both of these teams come together and clash in this best of 3 series.
Yeah, we are just going to kick it off in just a minute.
There you go. Wadi's the man. He's getting everything ready for us, and we should be good for this matchup pretty soon. So I'm excited for this. We haven't seen this close of matches in the NA side, at least. I mean, Wadi saw a couple very, very close EU matches already, but from the NA side, we haven't seen that close of stuff. But I think we are ready to get on into this one. So, ladies and gentlemen, Xeno versus Merciless here on the map of Plaza, and this is Xeno's map pick. So if they can close this one out, well, we will be out of here in no time. But Merciless, they want to deny that. They want to go to map number 3, which would be Raid. Either way, we are on into the pistol round, and you can see here from their side, Xeno, they only have 2 sets of armor, 3 GSRs, and 3 flashbangs. Merciless, they're going to go for 4 P250s, some utility as well, and some armor on the side of some of those players from Merciless. So how will they push on in forward? No one actually playing in on this B bomb side. It is going to be a heavy A presence and rotation from the coalition spawn. So 5 versus 5 retake on the pistol round. I don't know how many times you've seen this, but I guess it's becoming more popular to just abandon a site. Pop-Tarts, once again, popping off, getting that first frag with the GSR. Can he get anything else done? Envy trying to retake here from this spawn position. Pop-Tarts again, trying to get as much as he can done. Does find another frag, and this weekends the retake efforts from Merciless. So it is a 3 versus 4 here in Xeno. They have so many players over towards that headshot angle. Really not much that can be done. Her baby will get taken down as well. Xeno, they pick up the pistol round there, and it is a seamless round from them. Post plant positions were on point, and Merciless, they couldn't do anything on the retake.
Wow. I think we're starting to see more, like you said, those just one-sided. Everyone just goes to one bomb site and just wait and try to do the retake, but it just didn't work that one run.
Yeah, it didn't work, but maybe it will in the future. We'll see here. They have more players over towards B now, you can see, but Xeno, they're actually going to opt to go over towards A. It's interesting. You'll see Clutch actually only bought a GSR, didn't upgrade. I think he's trying to stay away from the sniper rifle here, but will they even be able to win this round? It's a little bit hectic there. Finally starting to get on into this bomb site, but her baby is just pushing on in very, very quickly. However, Xeno have made their way on over towards A mid and actually rotated all the way out. You can see there, it is this fight going to come out. Coat not able to get the frag. Zagonize does find the shot on the Coat. And so now they're going to regroup up slowly but surely.
And it seems like you used the name Her Baby. I think they're waiting for you to make a comment and use the name like that. But definitely, I think we talked about this before during EU. I think with the circuit going on and the future of our esports, I think it's be good to finally start getting your names recognized.
There you go. You can see, well, Agonize is going to get his name recognized if he can pull off this clutch here. Because it is a 1 versus 1 now.
Has been planted.
SA58's here. If he pulls off a clutch against clutch, that'd be so ironic here. It's a 1 versus 1. Who was going to be able to pull this one off? Both players tagged down a bit on their HP. And Clutch is able to win it out. Xeno, they keep the streak going. He lives up to his name. 2-0 for him and 3-0 on his KD.
Wow, that could have been anyone's game right there. He would have been agonized, but he clutched it. So that was great.
10 out of 10. I that was a good one, Wadi. I'll say that was good. You're supposed to say thank you after that.
Oh, thank you. Excuse my manners.
We like to have fun here on the caster desk here as well, but back to seriousness. Sneakin as well. I think Sneakin is a substitute here for Merciless. The last match, but Agonize does get shut down. Daylight 2 entry frags in, finally gets shut out, but still Xeno, they look very strong here, breaching the side of the coalition. Clutch finds another one. It's a 4 versus 2. And they look so strong here. Pop-Tart finds a bullet in his head, actually. Not on the side of Envy's. And well, Xeno, they're going to try to make their way on over towards this A bomb site. It is going to be Clutch's the first point of contact. Not going to be able to get anything done here. And her baby gets the second one and a third. Oh my goodness, there are 2 back-to-back M4 headshots. And you do not want to mess with her baby. That is absolutely insane from the side of Merciless.
Wow, some celebration right there by Sketchy.
Sketchy going wild. I mean, I wonder what that voice chat's like. It'd be good to listen in on that if we could, but obviously, you know, they are in a whole separate channel than we are, so
yeah,
it's a whole different world. But Xeno, their money was broken, and Clutch has $7,000 still. I'm sure Sketch dropped, or Clutch dropped out some of those weapons here, but Daylight actually able to get a frag here, so looking a little bit solid, but Xeno only able to find a 1 total. So Merciless tied up just as quick, and now Xeno, they should have money to buy here. And Merciless trying to build up their economy as best they can. It won't be easy, though, against Xeno.
wow.
Yeah, 5 AKs, all 5 players on Xeno with those AKs and armor and utility as well. So they're going to go fast here, trying to come forward and bypass those lines. Yeah, the nade, tremendous amounts of damage done, and Envy does get taken down with the nade. Utility usage on point for the side of Xeno. And, let's just get bombarded here. The HK ringing off some shots there and has to go for the reload, but doesn't mean much as Xeno pump the brakes. You want to make sure they
They're all
everything
spread
They are spread out.
You see that? They're all every single entrance.
Yeah, it's all covered from both the coalition and the breach.
Yeah.
Clutch. Did he spot the head? I don't think he spotted the head of her baby. Maybe to the left. Oh, yes, he did. Finally, he able to get the frag here on over towards this player. Oh my goodness! Felon does get taken down. I think agonized. But well, we'll see here. Sketchy trying to sneaky peeks out and sneaking does get taken out eventually as well. So Code ready for the trade frags here. Doesn't manage to find that one kill, but a 1 versus 3, it should not be doable here for Sketchy. Also, the HK only has 16 bullets left, so not much possible here. I think the spam might have been the end of their round here. Is he going to be able to find a frag? I don't think, going to peek out unwillingly. They finally know where he is. He has 4 bullets. And he goes for the F4 instead, trying to see if he can stay alive, but they take him down. Sketchy does get eliminated. And yeah, Xeno, they pick up their 3rd round on their breach side. Clutch doing good work. Pop-Tart's not having the performance they were having last match, but still, the team is winning. And Envy also on the top. They just swapped out a couple players here from both of these teams in the top scoring board. But there still is quite a bit of time to go before this match concludes. So there is ability to move up and have some clutch rounds. We'll see here the round does go in favor of Merciless to begin, and it seems like it's only going to be all sneaking around. 3 frags on the AUG, and that's a highlight moment right there. You'll see that in a video, I'm sure, somewhere else. The Code, last player standing, 9 HP.
Oh, the nade missed him.
This whizzes past. Yeah, somehow he's still alive.
You could just breathe on him and...
Well, they might try and do that. Let's take down her baby, and Envy is also pretty low, but the reload might come back to bite him as it's not ready for Agonized to peek out. So tie game once again. It's going to be one of these games, isn't it? A close matchup. And Merciless, they are battling for the grand final spot against IFL. And what a contrast this series is to IFL's game. That was a complete bowl-out, 13-3 on both of those maps. And, well, this one was 13-12, and we're seeing this one 3-3. So it's neck and neck so far. We'll see how they continue to progress as the breach side is treated a little differently than the coalition side on Plaza. Bringing through, yeah, Envy. He's trying to do as much spam damage as he can, and does get some shots out actually on the clutch. Daylight as well.
Dodging some all of those utilities.
Yeah, that's incredible how he's being able to do this. Some smooth criminal moves right here. Been listening to Michael Jackson a bit more. Evades and two nice taps on the clutch. We both had the same reaction. That's how you know it's good. Pop-Tarts over towards Connector, trying to ensure none of these Merciless players push out aggressively, but it's 45 seconds left on the clock, and the bomb going to make its way on over towards this house position, and it is going to be Daylight to pick it up. And they're going to have to breach on over towards B. But Code spots out her baby already, and I think this push going to come out over towards this B bomb site. Xeno, they have 30 seconds left. They're going to have to make sure they take it down. They'll agonize this. Sitting out the open, and he does get spotted out. Pop-Tarts trades him, and Envy is going to have a tough time here as Daylight shuts him out. Sketchy and Sneakin now, the last two players, the two S's in the side of Merciless. Can they get anything done here? Sketchy propped up against the corner of the stairs and trying to distract long enough for his teammate to come in. Sneakin has to do as much damage as he can, but Daylight is going to get the shot and nothing else he can do here. This is a tough time for them as Xeno pull back 4 rounds for their name as it goes neck and neck here. Sketchy just wants to hold on to his AK-47, but they're going to go hunting for him. They just want to take this out of his hands, and Code might be the one to do this. Sneaks on over towards Connector, and he could very well push out. Sketchy, if he reveals his position too much, might be down here. Code does get taken out, but are they going to try and go for him? Looks like he might stay alive. Sketchy does find a frag, actually. And so that is extra money in his pocket, $300, and that might be able to. Then he might be able to drop his teammates. So, yeah, her baby though with the MP7, like you said, kind of strange buys coming out from the side of Merciless, but I think it was only her baby. Still though, weird because Sketchy has $5,600 money to buy and money to drop.
I don't know. Maybe they practice a lot with that gun. I mean,
It could be effective here. Will we see anything? Yes, super effective. Double kill. 1200 X bucks and blind as well as clutch. Trying to shoot back through the smoke, but already so low. And well, finally her baby's gonna get taken down. But Envy as well chimes in, and they are just firing back twice as hard. They lost that round to Zeno, and Zeno are feeling the wrath of Merciless right now. Nothing can be done as it's another tie game, 4-4. These rounds are going back and forth. No team can string a couple rounds together, and that's what you know is an intense game.
wow, her baby working that MP7.
Nade's going to do a bit of chunk damage on the clutch here, but Sneakin should have a shooting gallery. 1, 2, and 3 frags there for him. As Envy runs in for another one, Sketchy as well. So Zeno didn't really have much going into that round, and well, they're not going to leave with much either because they were all dead at the end of it. So
yeah, they were eco that round, but they have enough for AKs now all around. So AKs versus SG, AUG, and AUGs, and an AK. So
yeah, I think the weaponry is pretty even on both of these sides. So Zeno, they're going to have to see what they can do. This is, I think, at the pro level, more of a breach-sided map. So we'll see how they approach this setup. Her baby has 79 HP and 7 frags as well. It is Zeno to sit over to this mid position. I was trying to get a frag, but Zeno, they come up with 2 in their name, and the 2 mid players just get absolutely taken out. So her baby has to do 1 more better, and Sketchy as well. They answer back. So now a 2 versus 3. Sketchy and her baby left alone to defend here. I think Sketchy might have seen one, but Clutch, oh my goodness, peeks out like an animal. And now her baby has to go and take this one out, but it is going to be a tie game, 5-5. What an intense matchup, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't get any closer than this. Round after round going in favor of Merciless or Zeno. There's no consecutive rounds, and you can even see the scoreboard reflects that. Both teams very similar in terms of kills and deaths here. And wow, what a game we're witnessing. What a series we're witnessing. One of the best ones we've seen thus far in the entire circuit, I would say.
I believe so. Yeah.
It's definitely up there. We've had some other good ones in the past with NA and EU, as well as SA, but you know, this one definitely up there as well. Probably some highlight videos could be made from this. I'll see some content creators utilize this. You see her baby able to utilize that crack in the wall to see if he can get any picks here, but he's gonna have to reload eventually. Oh, the nade, so much damage done. 58 HP and finally taken down. So Code shuts him out, but Envy through the smoke, I believe, actually takes down Clutch. And Zeno, they're gonna be unhappy about that. At least Clutch is having to sacrifice his life, but Pop-Tarts does find another frag on the Speakin', so we're sneaking.
You're starting to become like me. Oh, he made noise.
Making noises. Definitely what's going to give you away at the pro level here. Code. Oh, he knows Envy's close up, but can he get the frag? No, he thought he might have been directly below him, but Envy, he jukes it out, and Merciless somehow are making this one work for themselves. Pop-Tarts, can he step up like he did last game? Last game, he had 31 frags. This one, sitting at a mere 6 right now. If he could pull it up and win
Coalition
this,
wins.
that would be absolutely incredible. But he's not able to
Yeah.
because time runs out, so there's no possibility at all. Merciless, 6th round to their name, and Zeno looking to tie it up here as they go into the last round of the half. It is full buys from both of these teams. Money, not an issue going into the last round, so we'll see some intense fights here as it is 3 or 4 actual SGs from the side of Xeno, 1 AK, and then 5 AUGs from Merciless. They had money for days, and people are knowing how good the AUG is nowadays, so if they do buy it, or can buy it, they will. He wants to spot out there. The nade going pretty deep. I don't know if it actually hits its mark, but Agonize trying to do some damage there. Doesn't do as much as he wants, but he gets the frag there. And her baby has to defend this bomb site. She didn't do anything right there, but does get taken out, and it's a 2 versus 3. Xeno trying to break on into this B bomb site, but it is being well protected here from this coalition spawn position. Code and Pop-Tarts together are going to hightail their way over towards this A bomb site, but it is sketchy still over towards A mid to hold it down. So will they get the first peek out? Pop-Tarts, I think, aware of this possibly, and so spot him out. So now it's an even game, and Sneakin' has to be aware of their possibility over towards this A site. Walks on in, and this could be the battle that wins it all. Sneakin' there's a possibility, but no. Pop-Tarts takes him down, and they tie up the game. Xeno, what a match. Oh my goodness. Round and round we go, back and forth, and, well, you can see here, it doesn't get any closer than this. It is a tie game. And we'll see how Xeno want to play their coalition side as Merciless switch on over to this Breach side. What a matchup. Merciless gonna opt to go for a heavy mid area or a heavy mid route as Pop-Tart's going to try and take out so aggressive, and Envy is ready and waiting. He actually gets 2 frags. Xeno, they push up so aggressive, and they lose so many players here. Envy finally does get taken down, but at what cost? They are getting so much loss here. Xeno really can't do anything. It's down to just Code. With the P250 and some Code, could try and do something. 7 HP, and actually gets 2 frags now, but does get taken down by Sketchy in the end. Merciless, they get the bomb plant, they get the round win, and it's looking likely for them to get at least this next round as they have money to buy. And you can see the sporadic buys here: the Vector, the AK, the SA-58,
Wow.
the MP5, and, well, Envy will also choose the SA-58. So just a couple nades, all 5 actually on the side for Xeno. They're going to see if maybe mid is an option. I think the nades might be lobbed over towards mid. Are they going to throw them out here? Oh, yes, they are. Indeed, they are going to throw that nade out. Sketchy does get taken for a bit of damage there, but they're just trying to do as much as they can. Code trying to get as much damage, but they've done quite a bit, actually. You can see Sketchy's low, Agonized, her baby's also decently low, but they're not able to convert on these kills just yet. The bomb going to make its way on over towards this A-bomb site, so Code is able to find the frag. Yes, he is, actually, and can't get anything else done, though. So Merciless pick up round number 8, and Xeno are going to try and fight back hard here as they do have money to buy. I'm not sure if they will opt to buy, and it ends up, yeah, they do. So 3 AUGs, 2 M4s, and Merciless, well, will they continue to crusade and lengthen their victory? It seems like that's their goal.
We will see.
You will see indeed. Envy has gone to its daylight to try and get some work done here.
Oh,
Yeah, Daylight and both Daylight and Code take so much damage. Code, though, answers back on the other side of the map, but the bomb is going to get planted. And Pop-Tarts actually answers back as well. Sketchy does find one, so it's a 2 versus 2. Sketchy and Envy versus Code and Clutch. It's going to be hard here, but we do see Envy slowly creeping around, and I don't know if he spotted anyone out over towards House. might try and go over towards House now. This Clutch has to be aware. Oh, Clutch definitely has to be aware of the timing coming in from House now. Sketchy, a 1 versus 2, and Envy, is he going to get taken down? Clutch, his position now revealed, and he's going to get shot from the side and from the back. Merciless, they pick out that round in their favor, and that's, I thought that was round number 9.
They want the third map.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll be happy to see Raid. I personally really like Raid as well, so I'd love to see a match on Raid, especially played by these two teams. That's some shotguns coming out this time from Dino.
Yeah, they're trying to play the close quarters right now, and oh, her baby doesn't take down anymore. No Pop-Tarts, only good for the 1 frag, but still, that puts a little bit of pressure here for Merciless. They're trying to adapt here, and they sense there might be a mid or A push, but really all the players are over towards this B long area from the side of Xeno. You can see Daylight and Code sitting over towards B long, but Code, oh, if Code could do a couple bits of damage here, I think it's still going to be very difficult for him to get anything done, as Daylight is going to come in here. Code, can he get 1 frag? He's able to find a bit of damage, but not the frag here. Sneakin', but Daylight does take down Sneakin', but
Bomb has been planted.
frag grenade's going to come out. Does take Sketchy down a bit low. And,
Reach
does get
wins.
taken down by Agonize. So 10 rounds from Merciless. I think we might be going to Raid. You're right. Xeno can't pull off anything on their Coalition side. It seems to be lackluster right now. I wonder what their communications are like.
Well, maybe Sneakin' is their kryptonite. That was the player that was replaced on Merciless team, right?
You're right. You're right.
It's obviously we see Pop-Tarts not doing so well this round. Maybe. Oh, Sketchy.
Sketchy is 2 massive frags opening for this round, and Xeno, they just look punctured like nothing really going in their favor. And well, a 2 versus 5, they're just getting rolled over here on the Coalition side.
They're crumbling apart.
Yeah, I think the communication might be lacking a bit, or there might be too much communication. You'd like to hear their chats, but you know, we don't want to reveal their strategies, anything of that sort. So Pop-Tarts does find 1 frag, and Code does take down another actually. So this is making it costly for Merciless, but that's a bonk flashbang. Hate to see it.
It's very rare to catch those, but
It is rare to catch those. It's more so common amongst a normal player like us, like me and you, Waddy. We would probably do something like that, but not the pro players. It does happen though; they make mistakes. Her baby does get taken down, and doesn't have very much money either. So that's something to look out for. But Sketchy has 10K, and I think Xeno, the fact that they haven't been able to pull back a single round on their Coalition side, it's been all 5 for Merciless.
yeah.
That worries me just a bit.
They shake it off.
Yeah, I think they're trying their best to shake it off, but will they be able to actually? That's a whole different question. So he's
Just
gonna
need to
fly
turn on some Taylor Swift and
and go into the next map. Exactly,
Yeah.
that's their hype tune, their hype song.
nice shot by Code.
Yeah, finally they find the opening frag here. Code, I don't think out of all these rounds here, you don't have really not had the opening frag. Oh, Pop-Tart does get 2 frags and a 4v2. Surely, Xeno, surely they have an opportunity here. It's a 4 versus 2, and as long as they don't overextend, they should find their 7th round, and that might give them a lifeline, but still far away from tying up the game. It was very close at one point, but those are the heroic plays that need to be made in order for this comeback to begin. He does pull his knife, and he hears the bullets whizzing past his face, so he quite cognizant of this. But he has support over from B long, and now he's gonna pounce and strike. He knows that they've gone over towards the house position, and Agonized gonna get shut down now. Sketchy in a 1 versus 3. Really not much he can do as Daylight takes him out as well. So a nice round, the first round on their coalition side for Zeno. And they're looking to continue the streak. Yeah. And they're a bit happy about that.
As he should. Get that momentum back. Let's go. 7-11. Come on, they gotta do this 24/7.
7-11. There you go. Free product placement, free branding right there. But we'll see here. Can Zeno brand themselves as a comeback team? They already did it once. They did it in map number 1. They came back. Will they be able to come back in this match here? Code finds 1 and 2 frags. Peeks out the perfect moment there. Clutch as well comes back for another. Sketchy will get taken down, but Pop-Tarts comes in for the trade. A 1 versus 3 again here. As Agonized probably can't do much.
Coalition
Pop-Tarts, very nice, crisp, clean headshot. 8 rounds to their name. And that's 2 in a row. Merciless, their money looking a bit weak. Sketchy should be able to drop 1 or at least another player. Envy could drop her baby and Agonized, but
Hey, maybe he does have that tune playing now, Pop-Tarts. Finally do some more work like he was the first map.
yeah, I think this is very strange that Envy didn't drop his teammates. Her baby's only on a GSR. So there might be a lack of communications here from the side of Merciless on there, and then this might be their demise, as it seems Sketchy does get taken down early on and able to get 1 frag. So a 4 versus 3 now turned into a 4 versus 2. Daylight can get the player over towards that house angle. Well, Pop-Tarts to find these frags. They are pincered in. Agonized does find a frag though, and it's a 3 versus 1 now. Agonized, low HP, nowhere he can really go. Yeah, and Code takes him out. So very interesting setup of money here from the side of Merciless. They should be able to buy now. I think did Agonize just buy with no armor? I think Agonize just bought an AK with no armor.
I think
no
so.
utility.
Huh.
Once again, kind of strange because Envy could have dropped Agonize an AK with enough money for himself. So once again, the communication is a little bit off, it seems, from the side of Merciless. You should be buying armor. But Zeno seem to have theirs together. They have full sets of armor. Way more money, too, in AUG as well. This looks like they might actually be poised to tie the game. If they can win this one, I think it's a tie game. And I think they might be able to pull off this comeback once again. But it really relies on this round, because if they win this round, Merciless's economy is broken. You can see here, it looks like Merciless want to go towards A. And it also seems like Zeno have really stacked up over towards the A-bomb site. So Clutch trying to do his best work here over towards the mid area, trying to hold off. Pop goes for any push here, and Sketchy does get taken down, carelessly walking on over, taking the bait actually from the player that is over towards A stairs. That is Clutch. That smoke denies vision. Pop-Tarts, can he get more done? Oh, he's good for 2, and Clutch comes back for another as well. So the nade should be coming out here, and Agonize is taken down, and I think this round is in the favor of Zeno. 1 round is all they needed to spark a comeback here. And this is now turned into 3 rounds, 4 rounds in a row, actually. It was 6-11, and now it is 10-11.
Wow. Merciless needs to do something.
Yeah, they had the momentum going, and it's been snatched away. Zeno, the money is looking so good on their side. You can see $35,000 compared to the mere $3,600 on the side of Merciless. It's looking a little bit dry from their bank accounts here. And oh, that's definitely not what you want to see. He does get shut down already early into the round. A very brutal shot by Clutch. And Pop-Tarts peeks out once again to get the frag. He's been so aggressive over towards A, and he knows no one's over towards A. He's going to wait for the peek from her baby. Spots one out, but is he going to be able to get the frag? Just tries to back up now. He knows that he's put already a stick in their head been very, very annoying to them, and they should be paranoid about their flanks. But a 5 versus 3, I think Zeno, I think they've tied this one up. Her baby now. Flashbang gonna fly on over. Deny them just a little bit of sight on into this bomb site. Daylight trying to stay alive as long as possible, but Sketchy takes him out. That player overtakes his back. That's Coat. Can he get anything done? Playing distraction, but also getting the frags out here. Clutch as well. Nothing really that her baby can do. Tied game 11-11. Zeno had $53,000. So much money, so much momentum, and anything they would ever want and need. These are the last 2 rounds that really matter so much. Zeno, they could pull back another insane comeback. If this goes 13-12, both maps, we will have seen one of the most insane matches in the entire tournament.
The history of the circuit.
Yeah. The circuit, I mean, we're only on season 1, but we could roll back the tapes in the future.
Merciless needs this.
They really do. The play seems to be over towards mid, but that nade, that nade does good damage onto her baby and Sketchy. Agonize also already low. Flashbang is going to blind Pop-Tarts, but now he's ready to trade out. And 2 frags, I think this might be the beginning of the end. Agonize taking down a 5 versus 2. Merciless, nothing they can do here. A 2 versus 5 is just so difficult to come back from.
Does take down one,
he does take down 1, but his teammate gets traded in return, right? And so now Sketchy, the lone man here, does take down Daylight, and it's a 1 versus 3 Zeno. They could be on map point here. It's very, very possible, and it looks very likely as well. 30 seconds left. Sketchy, will he have time to clear out every single angle? They're going to be slowly closing in on him. And well, you'll see here, Coat is going to get the better of Sketchy. Surely here. Surely he does. And it's match point here for Xenocide. 12 rounds to their name as they mount an insane comeback. 6-11, now turned to 12-11. This is 6. It was 5 rounds in a row from the side of Merciless, and we thought Merciless might have been getting this one and moving us to map number 3. And then Xenocide come back with 6 rounds of their own, and they bounce back twice as hard and are on the cusp of winning 2-0 in one of the most insane fashions. Both matches come back. Both matches very fun here. Pop-Tart does get taken out, and maybe we're going to the last round here. Merciless, they have some life in them. As Daylight, he's going to use all his utility to stop this push. He does get a good chunk of damage here, but he's going to take out the baby. Can he get Sketchy? Yes, he does. He buys time now. His teammate has to come in. Agonize. He gets another 4 frags. What is going on right now? Sketchy, he's going to get no kills. Daylight's going to have to ace clutch this one. Sneaking. Oh my goodness. Daylight, he's going to run all the way around now. He knows he has time, and he knows he has this to his advantage. 32 bullets in his magazine still. He's going to have to ace clutch this. Daylight, an amazing 4K so far. And Sneakin' is waiting for any push here. This is a game of timing, and if they're going to outsmart each other here, who will outplay one another? Sneakin' trying to scout out where Daylight might be. Has no clue. Both of these players are within 1 bullet kills. And you'll see here, Daylight, he's slowly creeping around towards A mid. Will Sneak and get the kill, or will Daylight get it? Daylight, he's going to win it out. The ace clutch to bring them to the grand finals. Xenocide, they do it, and it's all off the back of Daylight, 21-17. He is able to clutch it out. Ace clutch right into the grand finals. What a round, ladies and gentlemen. What a matchup. That is absolutely incredible. 13-11. I don't think we've seen anything this close in a long time. But this was a barn burner of a match, and I am so glad to have been here for this one. That is an insane comeback. Insane comebacks from both of them. Zeno are known for that. Hammers, they took the Kings of Comeback title, and Zeno want to take that away from them. That is absolutely insane. Congrats to Zeno for pulling off double comebacks. That is not easy to do. and being down 6-11 and pulling that one back to win it 13-11 off of an ace clutch nonetheless. What an insane thing to do, Zeno. What an insane thing to do, Daylight.
Coalition
Props, though,
wins.
still to Merciless. They fought hard and true to their name. They made it difficult for Zeno. They made it so scrappy. They, at some points, almost broke the spirit of Zeno, but still Zeno prevailed and they were able to win it out. So what an insane matchup. Tomorrow, it's going to be a very, very fun thing to watch. IFL versus Xenocide on the side of NA Critical Ops. IFL completely destroying Bless, whereas Zeno, they had to fight tooth and nail for their spot in the grand finals. We'll see who's going to book their spot into the final tournament. Will IFL move up their spots, or will Xenocide actually be able to qualify for the final tournament? It's all up to tomorrow right now. But Wadi, that was just absolutely an insane match to catch.
And yeah, it was definitely great to actually be here. I mean, Sapphire, I know should have been here to to watch this match, but I'm glad I was able to catch this as well, and to end the semifinals today with that ace. Wow, I'm just a little for a loss of words here, but well,
that's going to be on social media. That's going to be in videos. I think we're going to see that in various clips and highlights, and you know, feel free to use it. It's well deserved to go clip that and you know, put it in your highlight reel. If you are Daylight and you have a YouTube channel, go. You know, that's I think the content might be back there. So absolutely incredible scenes from both of those teams. But this has been a long day for Wadi, been a long day for me as well. Not as long for me, but Wadi's been really behind the scenes. And once again, we want to give a shout out to everyone at Critical Force for producing the game, Critical Ops League for helping us run the back end of this game tournament, right? So making sure all the teams are ready and getting all of the staff and everything there. And Gizer for making sure our qualifiers and the platform run smoothly. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to A Master for casting earlier today in the EU semifinals, and then Wadi as well for just being a champion through these days. These are long days, 13-hour days. I did one of these with Wadi the other week. I was dead afterwards, and Wadi has, you know, he has perseverance to do this. So, guys, give him some hearts in the chat. Really do appreciate Wadi for doing this, and we want to give our hearts back to you in a giveaway. So we do have a giveaway for you guys. It is 30 or 50 Buccaneer cases. All you have to do is go to @COps_esports hashtag Critical Ops and put your in-game name in the reply there. We will be giving away 3 sets of 50 Buccaneer cases. That is a lot of cases, guys, and that's actually worth a lot of money as well. So make sure you guys go enter. It's really free. All you have to do is go to cops_esports. If you want to go give the account a follow, that definitely helps, but you don't need to. Just go there, you know, like it, and then or you actually, I don't even think you have to like it. Just go there and reply. Hashtag Critical Ops and reply with your IGN. And we really do appreciate you guys. This has been an absolutely phenomenal match to cast, an absolutely phenomenal day. And Wadi, did you have anything you wanted to say?
yeah, definitely. I just want to again thank you to everybody that has been involved with this project so far, and all the viewers that's joining us, watching, the players putting their hours playing in these circuits. So it all comes down tomorrow. Let's see who will actually get to the finals. We have I just want to make sure people have the right times tomorrow for EU, 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. That's when EU starts, and then 3:30 p.m. for NA Pacific as well for the games to start. Don't miss it. They're gonna be really good matches both for EU and NA, and I think we're gonna call it a day, and we're gonna get some rest and get prepared for tomorrow. So yeah, can't wait.
Absolutely incredible stuff. I very much enjoyed watching it, and you know, we'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you all so much. And once again, we will see you tomorrow, bright and early, 8:30 for EU, 3:30 for NA, and that is all in Pacific time. So once again, appreciate it, and we will see you all tomorrow.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.